We're a classy podcast.
All right, let's do this. Yo, Think This Podcast. Back in the building, episode 169.
Yeah.
Dang, he hit him with it.
Hey, we should have had Gronkowski.
Yeah, something's wrong with your mic.
Is it?
I don't know what's wrong with it.
I have no idea.
It sounds like you're like not in it. Doesn't it sound like it?
Well, I'm not trying to be in the mic.
Anyways, hello, yo.
Yeah.
Anyways, 169. George is back. Anna's back. Maybe last week. We're not sure yet, but we're glad Anna's back today.
Back.
Rico's in the building today. Dang, he hit them folks. Get the energy up. Okay. 169.
Rob Gronkowski, where you at? 69, B.
69.
Probably in Tucson. Where you say you going? Earl Hershiserville?
Oro Valley.
Earl Valley?
With the fam.
With the fam.
Chillin'.
What kind of games do you guys play? You play games and stuff?
Play dominoes. We're Puerto Rican.
Oh, you gotta play dominoes. Nobody can beat me in bones. What?
You'll get smashed too.
By who?
By me.
When have you played dominoes? I've never heard you talk about the bones ever, fam.
Okay, first of all, stop calling them the bones.
They called the bones.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
That's an LA thing.
They called the bones, B. Don't do that. You gotta mix them bones up. I've never heard you talk about play dominoes.
Stop saying the bones. You sound like a fool.
Bones is for experienced players, but you might not know that. That's the bone. Bam,
That's for West Coast players.
It's the bones. Georgia from the West Coast.
You keep on saying the bones is like, hi, I'm so-and-so. Are you Greg Trim? That's the equivalent of that.
So I'll watch all of you in dominoes, so it's fine. I'm good.
We used to play in the
Chilling.
park in my neighborhood. No joke.
Bro, I used to play behind 7-Eleven.
Crackheads.
All right? With crackheads and gangsters.
Playing on
the street.
116th in the Bronx.
Oh, that might
Not
win.
new.
For the bodega.
Not new.
Get a big egg and cheese.
Bacon, egg, and cheese.
Everybody have good weeks. Weekend's good.
Yes.
I'm
I
glad.
watched The Boys.
So did I.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Finished it too.
Bruh.
Oh, you watched it?
Yeah, I finished it.
I
Dang,
saw
you
it
tell
on-
me.
Wild.
I saw it on the choices and I skipped
Yeah.
it.
That
Yeah.
might be, I mean.
It was fire until the last episode.
Man,
What was wrong with
what?
that last episode? What do you mean?
The way they ended it was kind of whack. To me.
Fam, that was like, yo. I'm
No,
angry. I
I don't
gotta wait
mean
so
the
long.
very end.
Oh.
The whole
Oh,
last
okay,
episode
yeah.
was whack.
You know,
I
Bro, like
don't
episode 4
disagree
or
with
5
that.
or 3 or
Yeah.
whatever, when they were like, okay, can I say it? Or
hey, look.
Spoiler alert. For,
Yeah, spoiler alert.
when they
You can skip
kidnapped
ahead.
Man, all that episode, the next episode, nothing but tension. The last episode was like, it was like when the penis goes down.
Oh, okay.
I mean-
yes. All that
I don't
anticipation.
disagree with the
long
episode
drive.
trajectory, but yeah,
I'm leaving the show now.
no.
See
The
you
very
later.
last scene, yeah, they
like made
put
up
a bow
for
on it.
Yeah,
But the last episode was like, what?
for real.
I will agree with you there
He kicked
because
Man out the car. They got an argument.
I
And he
didn't.
went by himself.
I didn't even realize. I didn't realize I was watching the last episode. That's how it was pretty whack. Because I came to work and I told everybody, "Yo, I think I got like 2 more left." And then when I started it back up, it was like 23 more minutes left of the. I was like, "What?" Like,
Yeah.
but the ending was fire. All right, like the show is phenomenal, and it's exactly what I would think if there were superheroes amongst us. It would be the same way. Maybe it's a little obviously over the top, but I couldn't imagine everybody taking on and understanding the responsibilities of having those powers like that. Like you'd be still a regular person.
The biggest problem is the most corrupt one was the strongest one. So
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
if you
what
didn't,
sucks.
so if you didn't have that, then it would be normal. It would be like Marvel or whatever. You know what I mean?
That sucks. Though.
Well, it sucks, but it's compelling television because like who's really gonna stop him?
Yeah,
You know
I
what
haven't.
mean?
The lady
How's
said they've
he
tried
gonna-
every
It
weapon
is,
on
but
him.
it's only compelling television for so long because at some point somebody either has to
He
get
has
their
to-
comeuppance or something else, or the show will just keep dragging on.
Fam, just to say,
Now I
obviously,
feel like I should watch this.
You
you
definitely
have
should.
to watch
Absolutely.
this. I will say this though, when he, homegirl that got kidnapped, and spoiler alert, homegirl that got kidnapped, and he like put the lasers to her eyes and just, I was like, yo.
One of the most violent things I've ever seen. in my
But
whole
that
life,
to me
that
is
show.
good bad guy. Like that's good bad guy. Like he did what he's supposed to do. I love that.
Him bringing the baby out was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. In
No,
my
that
entire
was
life.
fire, dog.
Yeah, but why? That's so weird.
It wasn't. What
And
do you
did the
mean
baby
weird?
die?
We don't know that yet. Now, that to me was fire, though. Come and seeing the absolute human being that can't be stopped walking out with one of the weakest things on earth. And you just like, fam, that's some tense stuff. Like he came out like this. Like he talking to him like
I wasn't worried about.
I mean, I
killing the
agree,
baby.
but
why not? He killed that other kid the very first move. The first time he shot that lady, the kid was like, "Hey, there's," played in half, dead. Like,
What are you talking about?
the very first
the
episode.
plane?
Yeah,
That wasn't the first episode.
But
very first
the
episode.
plane was the best part of that.
It wasn't the first
That
episode?
entire airplane scene.
Was that the very first episode?
No, that wasn't the first.
Oh, it
episode,
wasn't? Oh, okay.
But
I thought it ended that way.
The scene with him and homegirl on the airplane.
Yeah, but he didn't shoot a kid in half.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He
But
shot
that-
the like senator or whatever in half, or the
No,
mayor of Baltimore.
no. He was with his son. The son was on the plane, and the son said the guy, the mayor gave his son the autographed picture of him,
Oh,
and then the kid goes look the window. There's,
yeah.
and then like that. Now the scene with
the
him on
scene
the airplane.
with them on the airplane.
Fam.
Yeah, but he didn't shoot the kid specifically. He just shot the
Well,
airplane.
yeah, you know. what
Yeah.
I mean. But like he obviously doesn't care. He maybe didn't see the kid, but either way. But the scene where him and
Oh, yeah,
her
that's another thing that made no sense.
on the plane,
That made no sense. What do you mean?
fam.
Because of a Superman, he just would carry the plane.
Yeah, but he
Put the
gave
plane down.
he gave it.
Yeah, but
reasons.
that's
Yeah, he was
exactly
like,
what's
"It's
dumb.
air. What am I
Yeah,
picking it up on?" Was his like rationale?
I didn't get it.
Physics don't matter for Superman. I mean,
Like I do feel like
he like gave a physics lesson.
But then
As a
like his
superhero.
whole reason, like
what?
But then his whole like other reason for doing it was
Yeah, obviously he had a
yeah.
plan the whole time. Like I said, they tie the bow at the end.
I do feel like all his excuse, like fam, something would have been better than just letting it go. Like anything could something. But I thought it was funny though. He was like
It's obviously
this
gonna be another
when he'd
season.
walk into the back of the plane, and it was like, "Yo, you leaving us?" He was like, "No, I'm gonna go check something back here." I was like, "Fam, that cat
bruh,
is
he's out.
ruthless."
Yeah.
The Dookie.
And then when they all realized it, and they were basically like arguing in front of the people, like, "Look, we gotta go. You coming or not?" Like,
You coming or not?
they were like, "Look,
Dive it out.
because dude, she had no other ride. That's what's crazy. I thought she could fly. She had no other ride.
no, yeah.
Like he had to like carry her. I'm like,
Yeah, but
fam.
she wouldn't have died if she would have crashed. I mean, she's
I don't know. I don't know.
bro. She
well,
stopped.
she did stop the
She
truck
stopped
in
the armored
beginning.
truck
you're right.
in the first scene.
Yeah. So why didn't
I
she
should
just stay?
listen to you guys.
You
so
probably
much.
shouldn't. But either way, the
it's
show
not-
is
you're gonna
fire.
It's still
remember any of
it's
this.
still good. Yeah, it's
I'm
not gonna
just like-
matter.
Yeah, the show is fire. Also saw.
The first episode was nuts. The first scene, how they open it with that them kids.
Oh, the first scene, the first episode was because this show has literally every single thing. I think what I said before, has every single thing.
Oh, you want to talk about the
on
most
television.
goriest? Well, maybe not the goriest, but the most gory death in a superhero show or movie was the second death. Whenever the girl died, the lady, the girlfriend.
Oh yeah, that was first episode. That was nuts.
I had to rewind it too.
I rewinded it.
I was like, huh?
And
What?
he was like, yo, I'm sorry. I was like, and I hate that guy. I like him like
Oh, I don't like.
in Survivor's Remorse. He was cool as a basketball player, but I don't like him. The show makes me not like him even more.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like,
I don't
oh
like
my
him.
god, I'm like I hate him. But I also watched whatchamacallit too. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Listen.
Wait, we already talked about it.
Did
so
you see it?
We talked about it, so let him go first.
No.
We talked about it already, so I know what you're gonna say.
he
I
talked
want to
about
hear
it.
what you had to say because
The
I talked about it too in the
you were
last
here in
episode.
Last episode, he talked about it.
Oh, I didn't. All right, what?
Because I raved it. I
twice.
loved it.
Okay.
All right.
I seen it twice. I absolutely loved it.
He's biased. Huh?
I'm not biased.
He's an
And
actor.
you?
Let me explain something to you.
Wait. I do agree with that. I do agree that me being an actor probably made me appreciate that movie a little more. But I think even if I didn't act,
Maybe,
I
but
mean,
that's not the
it's
only
still-
reason. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I still absolutely loved it.
The movie was 2 hours and 49 minutes. Okay.
Yes, you kept your
Fam. The movie has some of the most pointless scenes I had ever witnessed in my entire life. Like, I'm talking like, why did we have to be in the back seat of them driving? Every time they got in the car, it was like, we're in the back seat driving. That's one.
That's-
Brad Pitt driving all over. I'm like, yo, fam, what's up to this, man?
That was a third of the movie's runtime was
Margot
Brad
Robbie.
Pitt
Look, this
driving
is spoiler
around.
alert too. I'm telling you guys, don't see it. Don't
Absolutely see it.
Don't buy the DVD.
Bruh.
Wait for it to come on FX or TNT. That's it. Don't buy it. All right. Wait for it to come on network television. Wait till it come on NBC. All right. The movie is unreal long. Is the movie trash? No. It's whack. Trash not because the movie shot well. It had great acting. That's it. The story and the plot and the build up to the final thing was irrelevant. None of it made any sense. There was no reason for us to see Margot Robbie in the movie theater watching her own movie for about 7 minutes, barefoot with dirty feet on the seats. absolutely no reason. There was no reason for her to be taking a picture with the person like, I'm in this movie. Are you in this movie? I'm in this movie. Are you in this movie? Yo, Bob, come here. I'm in this movie. No, I'm not. Take a picture. Boom. Let's go see the movie. Boom. Dirty feet. Watch a movie. 6 minutes. Her crossing the street towards a travel agent. The point of that. Him seeing girl multiple times on the side of the road. Look, once, twice, maybe. Picked her up, put her dirty feet on the windshield. I was like, what's up with all these feet in this movie?
Have you never seen a Quentin Tarantino loves feet more than anything? Pulp Fiction, the foot shot. Kill Bill, wiggle your big toe. Like, feet are everywhere in all of his movies.
Okay. Wiggle your big toe when you're in the hospital in a coma for a long time. There's a point to that. Her showing her bare, dirty feet on the top of a movie seat watching her own movie, there's no point to that. Showing her feet smashed against the windshield, there's no point in that. Her feet were cleaner than Margot Robbie's, and she was barefoot walking around. I was like, what's the deal with Margot Robbie's feet? Margot Robbie had no business in the movie. There was no point of her being in the movie. None.
It's a movie about Hollywood in the 60s. Sharon Tate was set up to be one of the biggest movie stars in the 60s until the thing happened to her in real life. There was absolutely a reason for her to be in the movie.
The two best scenes of the movie. Him fighting Bruce Lee.
Those are two of the greatest scenes in movie history.
Movie history.
History.
I also love
the
that
Bruce
scene.
Lee Brad Pitt scene and the scene at the end when he throws the dog food are two of the greatest scenes in movie history.
The flamethrower coming out with
That's
the also spoiler alert for once him coming out
with the greatest scenes in movie history.
Him coming out with the flamethrower is like I told you. Do you know what Chekhov's gun is?
Yes.
It sounds familiar, but
that is not
the greatest use of Chekhov's gun ever.
Okay, I think it was probably used just as well back in the day. Like, that is not a reason for the movie to be fire, all right? The movie was nonsense. It really was. What kept you watching the movie was Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio. That was the only reason to keep watching it. There was no reason for him to even get married to the girl, the Italian girl, to be thrown in the movie towards the end. There was no reason for her to be in it whatsoever.
Italian girl did punch the other girl, to be fair.
Oh, man, come on. That was her whole purpose of the movie. Like, we married her, brought her from Italy, whatever the case may be, Oklahoma, wherever the case he was, to punch that girl in the face. The movie...
What does Oklahoma got to do with anything?
Because he was gone to do Italian movies in Oklahoma. I think that's where it was.
No, in Italy.
Okay, Italy.
Italian movies.
I thought they were doing something in Oklahoma.
He was in a movie called Nebraska Jim.
Oh, okay.
That might be what you're thinking of. But I mean,
all the Italian directors in that era were doing. They call them spaghetti westerns. They all wanted to do westerns like the directors of the U.S.
But him marrying the girl, that also sets up a part of the rift between him and Cliff's relationship, because him and Cliff are inseparable. So all they really had was that one night left when he took the acid cigarette.
Riff is a strong word, because he made the decision on his own. He told him he was cool. That was that. It wasn't like yo, fam, I gotta go.
If he didn't go back to L.A. with a family, like with a wife, I mean, they probably still would have been kicking.
And this cannot possibly be the movie where you said to yourself, man, Brad Pitt is hilarious. Some funny scenes, but I was like, this is the one where you had made the determination he's the most underrated comedic actor of all time.
Where are you coming up with this? Who said most underrated of all? What?
Okay, what did you say about Brad Pitt then? Okay, fine.
An underrated comedic actor.
Okay, this is the movie you thought that.
He was hilarious.
Hilarious? He was amusing. I was sitting here like this. I fell asleep twice. My wife...
The Bruce Lee scene and the scene at the end are two of the greatest scenes in movie history, and he had comedic relief in both scenes. Yes, literally stole the show. Him.
You thought
being funny.
What was the funniest thing about it? I mean, all he said was like, well, you know.
When he hits the light, and he's like, hilarious.
I mean, what are you like? Are you expecting him to do like a stand-up comedy show in the middle of a movie? Like, what are you talking about?
One of my favorite comedic lines in recent memory when Leonardo DiCaprio comes out and he's all upset and he's like, "Here, take my glasses. Don't cry in front of Mexicans." That's hilarious. I said that today. I was like, "You don't want to cry in front of Mexicans." That's hilarious.
That's amusing.
Oh my god.
Wasn't hilarious.
It was hilarious.
It was like,
it was uproarious.
It was like, right? Yo, that was funny. Like, it wasn't like,
what is wrong with you?
Look, there was not at any point in our theater where everybody was like falling over or like, I don't even know. I could say like, that's what it was. There was nothing of like where you're like, yo, Brad Pitt is underratedly
maybe
hilarious.
It's because maybe
you go in a theater with a bunch of children with cornballs.
Yeah,
I mean, who are you in the theater with?
Maybe it's because I seen it opening night, but when Leo comes out with the flamethrower at the end, applause, bruh.
Yes.
Applause.
They
That's common for a
applauded.
Tarantino
They
movie.
applauded him flame throwing a girl that was already face bashed in the water.
Because it was Chekhov's gun, dude. If you have a gun on the table in the first act, by the third act you must use it. That's the Chekhov's gun rule. All right? They showed it to us in 14 Hands of McCluskey. Is there any way we could get the heat down, that scene, and then it comes back again
The
for
fact
the
you
end?
know the name of the movie in the movie is crazy.
He's
I
biased.
love that movie, dude.
He's biased.
I loved Once Upon a Time in
I feel
Hollywood.
like I can't hear anybody. He's
Tarantino's greatest movie, in my opinion.
Greatest director.
Oh, no, do this. Okay. Before you say that,
Wait.
is this movie a top 5 Tarantino movie?
Yes.
Huh. Thank you. I'm at least glad you are there with that. Okay. Top 10?
It's he's only made 10.
He's only made like 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
What's
why
his best?
I would have had it.
It's 10.
I would have had it at 4
Inglourious
because
Basterds
I
is
thought
his
about
best
it.
movie.
Thank
Period.
you.
Period.
Correct.
Yeah. I'm not gonna
That's
go
a good-
against it. My favorites are personal Kill Bills, but like I'm not gonna go against it. I don't like Pulp Fiction as much as everybody else, but it's a great movie. I don't know if you count like not Machete, but like Death Proof, all that. I don't know if you count any of that.
I did.
They're okay. I didn't think it
Directed
was
one.
a
Still
He
near
didn't
the
direct
bottom.
the other one.
He
He
had
directed
Death Proof.
one.
Death Proof,
The
yeah.
other one, he was a producer or something.
Hateful Eight, was that him?
Hateful Eight was him.
Django.
Django is probably number 2, maybe number 1
I
up
would put it
there.
number 3.
Django was
Number 3 to
2.
me.
When I did my top 10, Django was 2.
Django's good.
Hateful
So-
Eight.
Pulp Fiction is above
Was lower on the
Django,
list.
but Django's 3.
Hateful Eight is
have a
lower on my
Pulp
list,
Fiction
but
at
I
3.
do appreciate a movie where the only scene is one place. Like there was a couple other things, and then like how they got to the cabin or whatever. But I appreciate when you could have such small proximity, but yet so many storylines and so like I do appreciate that.
Listen,
The only thing that bothered
bottom
me
line-
about that was that he decided to shoot in 70 millimeter. And I was super excited. I'm like, bro, he's shooting in 70 millimeter. He's using this big film.
you know
and then
more
it
than
took,
us.
And then it took place in one room. And I was like, oh, okay.
See,
Which was
you-
kind of
the
a
big-
lame.
know
biggest
too
problem
much.
with the movie, I already told you.
Which
It's
one?
a problem with every Tarantino movie, except Inglourious Basterds, and except Django, and except
Kill
there's
Bills.
only 3. Okay, if you include Kill Bills, then fine. There's only 4 or 5 Tarantino movies that aren't too long, and it's those ones because they're masterpieces.
Master.
The rest of the stuff.
I put Reservoir Dogs on that list, too. Because that's only an hour and 40-minute runtime.
It's a good movie.
I don't even remember.
That was
He
his- that
directed
was his
No,
first
it's
one.
classic.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
then yeah,
classic.
so that's
That's a top
that
5.
goes in the top 3.
I don't even tell.
Django maybe 4 for
okay.
me then. I totally forgot he directed
Mm-hmm.
that. Anyways, I went into this movie knowing that it was going to be too long because I knew it was 2 hours and 40
Oh
minutes.
yeah, I did too.
It's a Tarantino movie. It is what it is. He said it's his ode to Hollywood. We knew I shouldn't say we. I knew there were some parts in the movie that were going to be like, huh?
That's all Tarantino movies.
Yes, exactly. I'll be completely honest. Going into the movie, I had no idea that it was about the Manson killings. No idea. I thought it was about literally a made-up movie star and his sidekick because that's what the preview looked like. There was no, in any trailers I saw, no links. Like, I knew Sharon Tate was in the movie,
Except her
But I
saying
didn't-
Charlie's going to dig you. That was the only real thing.
but I didn't
Charlie's
know there
really
was
gonna dig
any
you.
reference
Yeah.
to Manson in terms of, like, the end of the movie was going to be the Manson killings. And, I mean, well, it wasn't because it's Tarantino's own universe, just like
Because that's how you
Bastards
subvert
was.
expectations.
Yes.
Fam, what's up, man?
Listen, I love
77
it.
millimeter subvert
but
aspect.
he's really the only director who's known for doing that. He gives an alternate timeline in his own universe.
He killed Hitler.
Which is what he did in
Right.
Inglourious Basterds.
Loved it. If the movie would have eliminated an hour, would have been awesome.
I mean, that's probably too much, but
It didn't even need for him to go
it
to
could be
the,
over 2 hours, but like 2 hours
Like,
and 10 minutes or 2 hours and 5
I was like,
minutes or something.
oh my god, finally something. He gets to the old movie set.
Spawn Ranch.
Spawn Ranch. He gets there. I'm like, okay, some weirdos here. Fam, they about to do some weird stuff. He's trying to go see if
That
George still lives
darn
there.
scene was fantastic.
He goes to no.
And you know who originally was supposed to play that part, right?
Was Burt Reynolds.
Yep, Burt Reynolds died.
Keeps going. I'm like, okay, all right.
Yeah, they-
Well, the build up.
building up with the music.
Oh my god, he's in the
Why
house.
somebody wins
He's in the
the
house.
Academy Award for score.
He goes in the house. I'm watching. He's in the bedroom. He knocks. He sees. Old man turns over. What man? What do you want? What the hell? What? Like the conversation. Who? I'm this. Who? Fam, get out. Go home. Go outside
He
now. Go home.
leaves the house.
Go home.
He leaves the house. Goes back to his
That's
car.
part of the story that's true, though.
Tells off Pussycat and all of her homies right? They're all swearing at him. They're all cursing at him. He goes back, and his tire's flat.
Scene.
The man comes up to him, and he's like, fix it. And he's like,
yes.
And he punches him in the face. Wonderful.
Scene in its totality, good scene. Cool, suspenseful, everything. But the end part of it was like, okay, that's it. And then Tex comes on the horse, come bucking through, and drives out. I'm like, man, that's it. I was like,
well, yeah, but he couldn't kill Tex right there because Tex is the one who actually does.
I know that, but still, I thought the scene. Oh, somebody mic came out. Yo.
Hello?
What was it?
God, this trash. I'm gonna buy new mics for this whole studio.
Two mics.
There you go.
You already have
Got it.
mics.
Came out again. So
Lit.
Right.
pause. So, anyways, I thought the movie was fine. All right. I also saw Hobbs and Shaw.
That's
all
not
right?
what you typed.
Okay.
That's not what you typed in the text thread. You typed that it was one of the
Awful.
worst movies
It
you've
was
ever
awful.
seen.
It was awful. The movie, okay, I'm gonna say awful. The movie was whack. It wasn't trash. It wasn't awful. It was whack.
Bruh.
What was just like, it was parts where it was like, okay, fine.
Like I said, it was too long.
Based off what
Bottom
you
line.
told me, I had made the determination I wasn't gonna see it. Facts. Then when I told you, I said, I'm not going to see it. Then what you told me made me say, I'm going to go see it.
Did you see it in 35 millimeter?
Fam,
Missed out.
Look, I don't know what you're talking about. Man. I went to Scottsdale Mall and saw it, all right? They charged $2 extra a movie ticket. I was heated, all right? I saw the movie for free, which I was, thank God, all right? I was like,
They don't have the recliner seats at the one on Estrella or whatever?
yeah, no, we was already in Scottsdale. Like, I won the movie pass at a baby shower, and then I left the baby shower and went straight to the movie
Well,
theater.
so why if they have the electronic like flat seats in Estrella, but it's $2 less than Scottsdale?
Well, we didn't.
Is that what you telling me?
No, it's $2 more at Scottsdale.
No, I understand that.
That one's $2 less.
Why, if they have the same seats, and it's both a Harkins, why is one more?
We're
That's
talking
what
about
I'm
Scottsdale,
Scottsdale Mall.
fam. It's Scottsdale. I have to look. You know
Convenience,
Scottsdale. You
sort of
know.
the same.
I've only gone to Scottsdale Mall to see one movie,
You
and
know
it was the
rich.
favorite.
You know
'cause
rich
that was
areas
the
of town,
only.
fam. I know. I have no idea. When they told
Theater
me,
was showing.
I was heated. All right, because I'm not gonna get into that story. Anyway, so Hobbs and Shaw 2. Hobbs and Shaw was worse than I would have imagined. Okay, that's how
Really?
bad that
Not
was.
to see it in the
Saw it for
theater.
free though.
The guy's name was Brixton, and I was like, "Bruh, what is
I
happening?"
told you not to see it in the theater.
Let me tell you something. Fast and
You-
Furious
you-
movies.
you-
It made a Fast and Furious movie seem like a James Bond movie. That's how stupid it was. They made the decision like, yo, use the electricity bullets. I was like, fam, what year is this? They shot people, boom, and he was like, zzz, zzz. I was like, yo, they got electricity bullets, dude. They had guns that were like activated by a computer. Someone hacked into the computer, shut everybody's guns down. They couldn't bust nobody. They couldn't bust no guns. I said, man, that's it. He was like, "Yes, I got it." Turn all the guns on. They was like, "This was their burners," and the guns went deactivated. They were like, "Yo, what do we do?"
Yeah, so
I don't know.
It was ludicrous.
They had to fight with hand-to-hand combat. They had no idea what to do. I was like, The Rock. Okay,
low-key wanna see
I don't
it
even
now.
care. I'm spoiling this movie for anybody. Okay, The Rock held a helicopter by a chain. Not a helicopter that you go over the Grand Canyon tour. I'm talking about a military helicopter with missiles and he held it with the chain like this. Held it in the air, fam. I was like, what's going on here? They used nitrous oxide.
knew
Captain
it was
America
gonna be
did it
like
first.
that.
I knew this, but I didn't know it was gonna be this bad. The acting was horrific. All right, it was. The Rock jumped out of like an 80-story building with no hesitation. He was like this, jumped out, didn't scream, didn't yell, like just jumped out and jumped on another human who was hanging from a rope. I couldn't do it. I couldn't. I was laughing in that movie. Like, fam, y'all, I'm laughing. I'm just to people in the theater. I'm like, y'all see that? Yes. They looked at me like, what's the problem? I was like, well, he jumped out of 80 stories, landed on another man that was hanging on a rope. Like, The Rock is the biggest dude I've ever seen in my life. Landed on another human. Don't go see that movie. Wait till that movie.
You kind of know what you're getting into though when you go and
just
see
watch
it.
YouTube clips. Don't even go watch it on television. Just like watch 2-minute clips until you build the whole movie. Awful.
I kind of want to see it more now.
Dude, they went to Samoa. They went to London. They went to Moscow. I think they was in LA. I was like, fam, y'all are wanted. What? How do you travel so well? You guys travel better wanted by the wanted fugitives.
Pressing the button and the thing opening in Samoa, like he had it set up like an electronic weapons thing.
Bruh.
I've didn't even see the
Unreal.
movie. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my
Unreal.
entire life.
Mom got rid of all the guns too.
Unreal. Unreal nonsense.
Fight an army with a machete. Okay.
Why would you even watch that movie?
It was free. This is a slow movie
No,
week.
don't say that because you told
It
me
is.
ahead of
It
time
is.
you were going to see it in a
Couldn't
theater.
you have seen a different
try to
movie
blame it
for
on free.
Right. It was like Toy Story 4, that.
Although the
Okay.
farewell and the kitchen came out.
I didn't know what
both
those
of
were
those,
about.
which I want to see.
Oh, okay, I didn't know what they were about.
Okay.
Anyways,
Anything probably would be better than that.
anybody got any pickups? Anything this week? Pickups, releases, nothing.
No,
Nothing at all.
no. I tried for the Kith Coca-Cola Converse.
Can't believe those are selling for $450.
I don't even drink Coke, so I don't know if I wasn't sure, but I tried anyway. And big fat
I haven't tried on Kith in forever.
Joints are $450.
And you told me not to try for you. I would have tried.
That's all right. I appreciate it. It was just a thing. I was like, I'll try. I'll give it a shot. I didn't like super have money for him or anything, but I was like, man, I'll give it a shot.
George, you cop
Stay
anything?
broke. Huh?
Yeah, bought way too many Stranger Things packs.
I would yell shock drop, but my voice is trash, though. So if anybody wants to, no.
I did cop on a shock.
Oh, and Wave Runners yesterday. So Stranger Things and Wave Runners.
Did not cop those.
I didn't
You gonna do it?
drop.
Me? You gonna do shock drop?
Nope.
Do
it, ready?
Wave Runner wasn't shock
You do
drop,
it.
was it?
I'm ready.
One,
You ready?
2, 3.
Shock drop! Shock drop!
Was that a? I didn't think it was a shot drop.
I didn't even know.
I was shocked.
Adidas?
The Wave Runners?
He was shocked. I didn't know they dropped.
Okay.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Oh.
Early
Today.
in the morning.
Yeah, I came in.
Oh.
I came and I told him that they shock dropped, and he was like, "Those dropped." I was like,
I
"Yeah."
had no idea.
For the 1,000th time.
How many you cop? You old things you cop or Stranger Things?
2 Tailwinds and 2 Blazers.
Are they selling?
The Blazers you can make money on. The Tailwinds are like, good luck.
Why is everybody disrespecting the tailwinds?
For real.
I think it's just because they're so.
Tones are
they're
nicest
everywhere.
ones.
It's such an easy shoe to wear. The Blazers and all the other ones are the hard ones. Like, you didn't cop any Cortezes? Oh, did those drop too?
Wasn't reselling, or at least when I.
Oh,
looked at
really?
it.
That's it. You got nothing else?
That's it. What comes out this week?
I don't even know. Might be the worst week of releases ever.
I don't know either.
You know what's coming out, George? I wrote them down.
Joyride.
Oh, that's this week?
Joyrides are.
Wait, no
At
one got the
Foot Locker.
UNCs?
Oh, yeah. UNC
Oh,
ones.
yeah.
Got those.
You're not even excited to look at them.
I mean, you know what?
I was more hyped to look at him. I'm like,
I had
Greg,
to.
Greg opened his card. I'm like, Greg,
Well,
what you
like,
got there?
gave something away to get. I sold some of the stuff to the homie to do it. Like, you know. So, that's fine. I just wasn't, like through the roof excited
Just
for
mailed
him.
it together.
Yeah, like, it was like, you know, because I got rid of stuff that, like, wasn't going to matter. Like, I gave away, like, basically 6 nonsense shoes for it. Like, it was like, oh, here, you want these for $25? You want these $30?
You were a 10, right?
9.5. So, like, you know, but I wasn't, like, losing my mind for them or nothing like that. I wanted them off the bat. I wasn't even going to take them at first. George had bought them from, shout out to Black Sheep. You know, they always take care of us. Yeah. But, you know, I'm glad I kept them. You know, it is what it is. So, I'm hyped. George is hyped.
You're hyped. You're hyped to what? Own them or?
Yeah, of course. They're beautiful, man.
Oh,
They're dope.
okay.
They're just dope.
Oh, okay.
What comes out this week? You said Joyrides?
Joyrides. Let's see.
Or at Finish Line.
Oh, you saw
Not,
them?
not the original colorway. Yeah, they look
Lots
okay.
of different models of Joyrides, apparently.
Those are GS ones I know.
They look okay.
What else is on here?
Black toe satins.
Oh yeah, satin black
yeah.
toes.
I mean, it's just going to be a bunch of men
That's it.
trying to
Trying
get them
for a
over
12.
women. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah. What's the name? What's that geek from Atlanta? What's his name? The Kool-Aid man. The one you and somebody used to ask me what I was sitting Kool-Aid.
Tony 2T Wild.
Yeah, he apparently he has a relationship with a store and gets everything early. He's like early
Houston.
on foot. Like, why are you doing on foot of a woman's shoe?
All right.
I mean, I know you have
mean-
a small foot, but like, what are you doing, man?
It fits. I mean, I don't think I'd do a review.
Chill with the if it fits. All right.
Look,
Pause.
I wouldn't do a review. I don't have a problem. I own one pair of women's shoes ever. All right. But
Doing an
they're
early
men's color.
thing of a woman's shoe.
I do think it's a
is
little
what's
weird.
it?
Huh?
What's the one thing you have, GS?
It's a cream Ultra Boost. Like, oh no, I'm sorry. It's an Ultra Boost 2.0, but it's like white and the cream pattern. It's an older one. It's a size 11, but it's the same color as the men's one.
Nice kicks.
Is that this week?
Tie dye.
Is Nice Kicks?
Oh, yeah.
Is that this weekend?
Nice Ultra
Fam,
Boost.
them joints are fire. I know y'all trying for them, right? They're gonna sell for about $700, $800.
That's the only reason I'm trying.
I'm trying.
I don't think they're that fire. Yeah, I like them. I don't think they're
Oh,
that
them
fire.
joints fire. George, you copping the key?
No.
If they weren't selling, would you?
I don't even know if I'm gonna buy them. Try to buy them at all. I mean,
Boost sells.
We'll see. Maybe.
I'm definitely
Boost
trying
not
to sell
sells.
them.
That's what I was trying to say.
Those itself might get
Purple
me out
camo
of
foam
punishment.
posit. You copping?
Purple camo
Yes.
foam posite.
Must cop.
Man, what's up with that? Purple. Look at that.
Those are
shit,
fire.
bro.
Sound like simple right now.
You know what I did? You know what I did see on I don't know what website it was. One of the resale websites I saw across the screen. I don't remember. It was Phoenix Suns foams. I clicked on it. $450.
They're going for a lot.
What? You know how fast I typed in fighter jet foams just to see if like all foams
Fire.
are coming back. Fighter jet foams are
They're
barely
on go
above
for
retail.
200, I think.
Oh, really?
Fighter jet foams are barely above retail.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I remember when fighter jet foams were really high. All the foams were pretty high.
Camo foams are high too.
The red ones, like the crystal red or shiny red, whatever, them joints are high. But that's
Metallic
crazy.
red?
Metallic red.
Oh, yeah.
Them joints are pretty high. All them foam posits we got rid of, we did sell them for a grip though back in the day. That's when foam posits were $250, $270, and we sold them for like $350. We were actually rich back then.
All right.
Bro, we were actually...
I've never been rich in my entire life.
Bro, if we would have saved that money and did something responsibly with it, we would have been rich. We could have started our own sneaker shop here. As much stuff we used to make from sneakers.
That would be a terrible idea, but sure.
Bro, we had sneaker... No, not back then. Back then, it would have been fire. That's a fact.
There's some New Balance 577s coming out that I'm super excited for.
Oh, Biotex
Ooh, them
90s.
fire. Biotex
Fire.
90s fire too. But they're on go right now. I think 190 or
They're under
Yeah, I
retail.
think so.
170. So, and that's the OG version of like Biotex. Them joints are clean.
It's
man.
a high
And you
snout
like the other
color.
ones,
Just
right?
the other one. I got the first one.
Yeah, I like that OG version of the colorways or whatever it's called. You don't like them? You don't think it's better than the other one?
No,
I like those better.
Oh, really? I need to see the first ones in
First
person.
one's still available, so I might just cop.
I
Those
still
are
haven't
there.
even seen those in person. So are they at stores?
Camo Jordan 10s. You copying?
Camo Jordan 10s. Come on, man. Jordan 10s shouldn't be coming out. Look at that.
Why do they exist?
Why do you wear that? Them is Hobbs and Shaw shoes. That's who should be wearing
For
those.
holding on to helicopters.
Yeah, that's
right.
what you hold a helicopter with. Little military 10s. We're doing top
Copy.
10. Top 10 sneakers we rocked back to school
First-
and during school.
Back
First
to
day-
school, first day of school.
That
When
you
you were
remember.
at your flyest.
That's when you're at your
Everybody
flyers.
knows. Absolutely.
Look at Anna. Anna's a teacher now. She wears flight kicks now as a teacher.
These Joyrides say they're on GOAT for $4.95, and it says under retail. What in the world?
HTM, fam.
Oh, yeah. Probably.
This is over.
It's not out
$500
yet,
shoe?
though. I don't know. I just seen that colorway a couple of days ago. Anna might like those. Them is tight. I like those. Shout out to Jay. Jay wears brand new sneakers to school. So he's a teacher.
JSO.
So now teachers are wearing fly sneakers to school. Shout out to the homie. God, can't remember his Instagram. Shout out to the homie. He's a teacher.
Javier X teacher?
Huh?
Javier X teacher? Do you follow him?
No.
His collection's
Potential.
insane.
I can't even think of the name. I'm trash when I remember it. But he wears fly sneakers too.
Guess that's it.
Did you make a list, George?
Of course, I made a list.
Of course. This cat said, of course. We also going to talk about something I'm very excited about with George, all right? But we're doing top 10 sneakers you wear at school, first day of school. I'm hyped about it.
Oh, you forgot something last week.
What?
You had like a math problem.
I didn't send it to you yet. I'm going to have to send it to you to figure it out. Sneaker Hall
Oh,
of Fame.
yeah. What got in? I want to know.
Sneaker Hall of Fame results.
Okay.
Let's
All my
do
picks.
this.
Here we go.
I think every single one of George. I mean, one of George's did get in. Now, let me go through the list.
No, all my picks.
So, the one that had the highest amount of votes that got in, this is the Sneaker Hall of Flames. I appreciate everybody who voted in. The Sneaker Hall of Flames are sneakers that are undeniably fire. They've been voted in by the listeners. People, we had over, I don't remember how many votes, 1,100,
A lot.
1,200. It was a good amount of votes.
Wow.
So, then why you so shocked? Yo, this is the number one podcast, sneaker podcast ever. Anna said, oh my God, who listens to this garbage?
I meant to vote.
You didn't even vote? Oh my goodness, I gave 2 weeks, Anna. Anna put shoes in there.
I used to vote actually.
Anna participated in building it and didn't even vote.
Did you vote?
I
Of
voted.
course I voted.
Oh man. Okay.
The number one sneaker that got the most votes, the Sean Witherspoon Air Max 97/91.
Ooh, that was mine.
That was yours. I think George had it on his too. I had it on mine, but I don't remember what happened. Jordan 1 Union. I said black toe, but I mean, if one gets in, they both get in.
Yeah.
They
All
should
right.
both get in.
Jordan 1 Off-White Chicago. That's number 3. Number 4, Mars Yard. Now, for the record, no. Mars Yard was up last year to be in, and nobody wanted to vote for it. So I'm fine with it getting
Yeah,
in
but
now.
things change year to year. That's
You're
how it
right.
works.
And Jordan for a Cause. And Jordan for a Cause Gray was also in it last year and didn't get in. So I'm cool with that getting in. I'm fine with it. I'm not mad at it. It's just that what almost made it. Let me tell you what almost made it. OG Ultra Boost. That should be in.
Should be in.
That should be in.
Why didn't you all say yes? So would it just automatic bid?
We should have put that in when I first made it. When I first created the Sneaker Hall of Flames, we put in automatic ones that we thought. Like,
I thought we all said yes to that.
no, they didn't vote for it though.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they had to
right.
vote for it.
Yeah.
So we said yes to be on the list, nominee.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It
Jordan
doesn't
12
automatically
Taxis.
get in.
Jordan 12 Taxis almost made it. You don't think Jordan 12 Taxis should be in it?
Mm.
Oh, come on, man. And Supreme Blazers. I think all three of those
Supreme
should
Blazers
probably
should
be in there.
Taxis,
Like,
it's man.
we
Are
have-
playoffs in? I don't remember.
we have flu games. In.
Oh, okay.
Now it's an iconic sneaker due to the circumstances, but I'm glad they in. I appreciate everybody who voted or whatever. I'm not mad at the list. I mean, if you put the most dopest stuff in there, they're gonna vote for it. Like they're not gonna vote for a Barkley, they're not gonna vote for an Agassi or nothing from back in the day. Like
Or New Balance 577.
yeah, or a New Balance.
on, y'all.
They're not gonna put that
Some
stuff
Gillette
in.
threes.
But like I said, I definitely appreciate everybody who voted and participated. It's one thing that I do like having the website is we can do things like that. We don't necessarily need a website to have a podcast. You can have something else. But I like to do the voting thing, keep people involved, whatever.
And the what's the one at the Sneaker of the Year? The way y'all do Sneaker of the Year. is
Yeah,
fire.
the awards and
Sneaker of
stuff
the
like
Year,
that.
Adidas of the Year, Under
And that should be dope this year. I think that'd be fun to do. Ricco come through again, have Andy come through. We'll do that again.
Thanks, guys.
Let's talk about George versus Germany, fam. Let me tell you why I'm so excited for this. George has finally got scammed, okay? Swindled. He got swindled by Germany, all right, on some North Carolina low ones. Let me tell you why I'm so excited for this. And this isn't like hate or nothing because of George's family, that's the homie. So I'm not happy that this happened to George. I'm happy because George comes across as he's immune to everything, being scammed. No. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. What? I asked George the other week, I said, George, you been scammed? Ever bought fakes on accident? Never.
No,
Never.
I said I had, but I got the money back on PayPal.
Oh, okay. George acts immune to
KD4 Galaxy.
Oh, okay, fine.
They shipped it to New York instead of shipping it to Phoenix, so it was like a dead giveaway case for me to win it.
Yeah, but that was okay, fine. But George acts like he's immune to ever being corny or possibly being corny.
Whatever.
He do. He's immune. George is immune. George is the coolest person on earth. George is the coolest person.
That's true.
George is the coolest person on earth. You ask George questions, George, nah, that never happened to me. I ask George stuff all the time. Nah, fam, never happened to me. I'm like, come on. You just like Maul.
I could be the coolest person on earth and not be immune to the corny stuff.
You immune to you immune to everything. Though. So tell me how Germany went up 1 and George 0.
Nazi Germany will never get over on me, fam.
They already got you.
Yeah, but I was already ahead by a bunch. So
you need Chekhov's flamethrower, whatever it's called. I don't even know the situation. People tag me all on the things. So
apparently, other sites before this had done it where they put a digital image of the shoe, but they charged a less amount, and it said in the good Lord, it said in the notes, this is for charity. If you buy this, you're donating to charity. The money's going to be donated to whatever. You're not going to get it back. So they had the disclaimer. Well, this site tried to do the same thing, but didn't do it correctly, apparently. They sold 12,000 images, but they sold it at regular price of the shoe. They didn't sell it at like 10 pounds or 10 euros or whatever. And I didn't use like the monitor to like get to the back door or anything like that. I saw it on Twitter. Like somebody, one of them cats, J23 or whatever, tweets it out. Immediately clicked on it, went to the thing, copped it, whatever. So it was completely manual cop. So I had no idea. Like immediately after I bought it, I saw Sockjig had tweeted something about Support is the name of the store in Germany.
It's a skate shop, right, in Germany?
I think it's like the equivalent of like CCS here or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Where it's like not. Maybe it is a mom and pop store. I don't know, but yeah, it's more skate and whatever else than like a sneaker shop.
Like Cowtown.
But I think it's bigger. I don't think it's like a Cowtown. I think it's like a bigger, maybe like Tactics or something. I don't know. Anyway, so I tried to cop size 10 for Simple, and I sent him the screenshot. Like, oh yeah, checked out.
Got him.
Yeah, got him.
Check the mail.
It was like, hopefully they don't cancel it. Whatever. Well, apparently. They sold 12,000 plus of these.
They sold images, not the shoe.
Digital images.
Digital images of the shoe.
For regular price.
For full price of the sneaker.
Full price. And they sold 12,000 plus. So there is, on Discord, somebody started, and I think it was a guy in Europe, because obviously the company's in Europe, so people all over the world probably got scammed. So somebody started on Discord a thing that said, here's how you get your money back. And I went and read everything, because I guess at first PayPal was denying claims. Well, after so many people had put the claim in, I looked in the Discord. I guess the company already had their PayPal frozen, and like people are instantly getting their money back because once your PayPal is gone,
right,
you just win the claim automatically.
Yeah.
So I'm still waiting. Like you have to wait like 2 more days to up. What is it?
Oh, upgrade the escalate.
Yeah,
escalate the claim or whatever.
Because the business gets 10 days to respond, but if you do it in 4 days or whatever. Anyways, so I still have to wait 2 more days because I texted you, whatever it was, Monday or whatever, and said I just filled the claim out. So, from what I understand, their PayPal's been banned. Something may be happening with them with the like European Better Business Bureau or something like that. Because apparently it's illegal.
Well, because they put it in different language too.
Do it. Yeah, and it wasn't in English. So it was only in German.
Right. So even if they tried to say like, "Hey, we put it right there for you to see," if you're overseas in English, you can't read German. Like that's some slick stuff.
So like I said, if it would have been one, and I think Slam City Skates and another one was the one that did like the $10, because they're not trying to catch actual humans, they're trying to catch bots. Like that's the whole thing. The fact that Zupport did this and like had actual people checking out on it wasn't the point. The point is to stop bots from getting the shoes so humans can get it. That's another thing that's probably so infuriating for all the people that were filing their PayPal cases. I'm sure a lot of them are illegitimate, bot users, but if you're like, why are you penalizing someone who's manually checking out as opposed, you know what I mean? What's the point?
They made over $1 million doing that.
What did you just read?
I did. Well, no, I did. I mean, what's the 120?
Oh, you just did the math.
So like 120 times 12,000. That's
it was
about 15.
I mean, 100 euros or 120 euro, 110 euros. I don't know, something like that. Box price in the U.S. is 110.
So they made over $1 million. Like that's close to over $1 million. So.
Yeah, 1.2. Something like
that's crazy. But they broke you a little bit, so
right.
It's all good, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with being scammed.
Stressed out about it?
No, you shouldn't be. Because PayPal got your back, but make me feel a little bit good. Well, you still bag on me about the times I've been swindled and scammed.
Yeah, but you actually got swindled. I'm gonna come back on top when I get my money back, and I'm still.
You're right, but until you escalate it and it happens, I'm sitting at this. I'm sitting. Yeah, I'm sitting. It's 0-1. Yeah. No, they scored.
Oh yeah,
they scored. That's for the World Cup.
VAR is reviewing currently.
It's for the World Cup.
If they were offsides or not.
We're at 46 minute. We'll have to see what happens.
Got it. It's about to be a extra point, a penalty kick. They're about to see what's going to happen. I'm gonna see if you can block it. If PayPal says no go, that's a wrap.
I went in there and typed out exactly what the people in the Discord group said to type out. I copied and pasted and fixed the grammar because there was some grammar mistakes.
Yes, you
went in there. They said, do this. They
Put
said,
it through Grammarly.
And like the second, they said the second paragraph says something about and we'd like to report them to the Better Business Bureau or something like that. I put that in there too. I'm trying to get my money back.
Well, it's so crazy. You could destroy your whole business by trying to be slick,
and
funny, incorrect. Like that is trash.
I'm gonna read and see if there's an update.
If they got over on Germans, Germans like to riot too. These are facts. So that place might be burned down already. The Germans don't play like that. Well, George got broke. George is the coolest person on earth. So.
All right.
You asked George a question. Like, yo, George, you ever been shot at by the police? Nah, fam. I'm like, come on, George. You said never. What? George the coolest person on earth. But George, you ever join a gang? Nah, B. What? Never? Nah. Anyways.
I've never been in a gang either.
Oh, come on. No, I'm joking. I ain't never been either.
Wait, what?
But I thought that was crazy, though. What else we gonna talk about?
Sneaker subscription by Nike.
Well, wait.
I don't
know what else. Any comments about business doing that kind of stuff or what?
I mean,
F businesses who do that.
Look, any business that does anything like that, you should be ashamed of yourself. Now, whether they might have had the good intentions of doing it, I guess what you would consider the correct way, the $10 or whatever the low end price, whatever. Fine.
So wait, hang on. So they they started so businesses like start a charity and are like, oh, you can donate $10 here, maybe we'll sell you the rest of the shoe. And
No. They were doing, the companies that did it actually were donating the money that they got from people who own bots and donating it to charity.
Right.
I see.
Their intent was to stop bots.
What's to stop bots?
Their intent wasn't, right? Or they did it wrong.
Yeah, they did it wrong.
They did it wrong. It might have ruined their own business, like trying to be ahead of the curve.
Trying to get over on them.
Any business, that other skate shop in Florida, whatever that was like charging, the first raffle ticket was free, and then I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, that's insane.
Okay. Getting the first ticket for free and then charging $20 per ticket after that for a raffle is insane. You might as well buy it resell. Like,
was that the same shop that I think it was Tiffany High's where like you had to do a kickflip or they wouldn't sell you the shoe?
oh, see, that was obviously
I remember
shops that were doing
so
that.
that was a few years ago.
It's called West Side Skate Shop.
If you were on the line, you had to do a kickflip in order to buy Tiffany
Not with
High's.
it. No.
Or BSTN that had, when the Travis Scott ones came out, you had to ride a mechanical bull.
Oh, that's right. That was a rodeo one. And then obviously Rise 45 made you have to spit. You had to freestyle bars, and they had to judge you to see if your bars were good enough to buy a pair of Yeezys.
Or that one place
they blocked me too.
I think it was Pat, where you had to wear a Pata or Power collab.
You had to wear something like that.
If they determined that it was dope enough, they would sell you the paras.
They had to judge your pair of Air Maxes or whatever you're rocking.
Anyone who goes there with cherry reds is just gonna buy all the paras, and that's about it.
Foolishness. All shops out there still trying to do stuff like that.
There's more rare stuff than that, though. You show up with like purple denims.
You show up with purple denim, you shouldn't even want whatever they're selling.
For real.
There are certain ones, like if you got cherry woods, you got all them legendary ones, you shouldn't even want. What were they selling? What was it?
It was the Para Air Max 1.
Oh, it was for that with the clouds on it? Oh, stop it.
It doesn't. I mean, what are you talking about? There's people in Europe that specifically only collect like Air
Para
Max
Pata
1s.
stuff. Oh yeah.
Or that. I mean, that too.
That's crazy, man. I got nothing for it. Any snobs trying to do stuff like that, whatever comes to you, penalty wise from Nike and everywhere else, that you deserve it.
So this says merchant account suspended, reputation ruined, something like that. I mean, I don't know if this is a story or what, but
without any details, there's some people that I've talked to that work at shops who are talking about maybe doing raffles where you bring canned goods like to donate.
Oh yeah, they do those.
Some extra raffle
people do
tickets,
those. Yeah.
Which that's tight.
That's different.
Things
That's
like that
tight.
are dope. Or bring school supplies or bring stuff like
that's tight.
If you're gonna be a local shop, do that and contribute to your community.
You bring
and not
goods, school supplies, old pair of sneakers to donate,
yeah.
stuff like that. Perfect.
How
Give 'em
much
extra raffle ticket?
Did y'all have how much is rent for a mechanical bull to sell a shoe?
No, people will do anything to make it on social media and make it
insane.
viral. Oh, you know what? Real quick, too. I'm sorry about that. Shout out to Devlin from FBCC and Side Collection. Him being on
he was
the
on Breakfast Club. Mm-hmm.
Him being on there is dope. Okay, and look, let me tell you something. He was one of the first people. I don't even know if this was the first podcast he came on and interviewed on ever or whatever, but he was on our podcast first, and it was for a different reason. And we talked about his brand and stuff like that, but seeing him on the Breakfast Club, and they gave him 50 minutes. Usually when it's somebody that nobody knows, it's 23, you know.
Yeah.
I seen like HaHa Davis and them like on there before like 20 minutes, 30. They gave him 50 minutes to talk about his brand, show his watches and stuff. That's tight. Like, that's a dope thing. And look, a lot of people have opinions on him and stuff. And I'll admit, sometimes he can be a little crazy sometimes. But look, he's doing something big, and it's the homie that celebrates. And why I like this is because he talks about sneaker blogs that don't talk about everything else that they should. They talk about all this other nonsense, but they don't talk about other aspects of the sneaker culture. I've said it before. Sneaker blogs, I'm not even just talking about us. There is more than one sneaker podcast out there. I have never seen sneaker podcast mentioned on any blogs. Soul Collector, Sneaker News, Complex, none of this stuff, like ever. And some of them do have their own little versions of stuff, but still, we're talking about something that's a part of the community. Him, Charlemagne, that's dope. Charlemagne was put onto his brand, brought him to the Breakfast Club, let him talk about it. His followers went from 148 that same day would jump up to like 176, like just like that. I see people in there ordering and stuff like crazy. Like,
and he's about the Bay Area. I mean,
and he
because
does
the Warriors, that whole crew bought shorts and everything. That they wore them to the parade.
He teaches kids, always posting online, kids how to sew, put on fashion shows, things like that in his own shop. That's something that's dope, and it should be celebrated. Awesome. Like, it's a dope thing. And there's plenty of people that have complaints about stuff, but people got complaints about everything. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. But I've got my shoes from him. Some of the most highest quality ever. I'm gonna buy again. Like, I'm gonna tell my wife, like, I want to get the sock runners. Like, I'm like, let her know, like, yo, I'm gonna support the homie real quick. I know I'm on punishment. I don't really like saying that, but I'm on grounded, whatever the case may be. But I'm sorry, that's just dope. Like, that's the homie doing a good job. Celebrate him. I appreciate it. Follow him. FBCC Side Collection. It's dope. He has an own app in the Apple Store. Download the app to buy the stuff. That's tight, man. Like, people are doing some dope things out here.
It's awesome.
All right. Nike subscription for kids sneakers. I didn't read much about it. I saw the prices.
I don't know much about it.
I think the prices are like $20.
I didn't read the whole thing.
It's 4 pairs of sneakers a year for $20 a month, 6 pairs for $30 a month, or 12 pairs for $50 a month.
Well, wait. First thing I saw was you get to trade it back in or something, or.
I think you get to like send it back, and they give you like, you only get 4 pair for the entire year though. So you get to wear 1 pair, you trash it, send it back, they send you another one.
Oh, you can't get 4 at one time.
No. Which $20 a month
for the entire year? That's how many you get.
Yeah, that's trash.
But do you pick the like? Do you pick what shoe you want? Probably.
It says that there's a selection of around 100 sneakers.
So I don't even think you get to pick. I think they like randomly send you.
Random select it?
So it's like based off. I read it a little bit. Like, there's like a, if your kid is really rough, the adventure kid, or like the kid that keeps his clean, or like the kid that does it both, something like that.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm the only one in here with kids.
It's only for ages 2 through 10 also.
So like me being the only one in here with kids, like $20 a month is a lot. Okay, like now $20 a month times 12, what is that? About $240. So considering that people do buy Jordans and stuff for their kids, these Jordans for Cortez age $80. So if I really bought him 2 pair a year, it'd be about $160, something like that.
But are Jordans part of the list of shoes?
I don't think so. So to me, it's like paying that amount of money per month, and you're getting like stuff that you might find at your local Nike outlet for probably around the same price if you go with the 30% off wall sales and stuff like that. I don't see the value in it. I see maybe the convenience in it, I guess, but I don't see it. Come on, Mike. These cats got me angry. I don't see the value in it. Like, to me personally, especially for the one that's what, $50 a month? Like, yo, that's a lot. That's 12 pairs a month. That means they want you to like get a pair, rock it, trash it, send it back. Get a pair, rock it, trash it, send it back. I don't understand the value in it. I think it might be a good thing for those who can afford that. But having a monthly bill for your kids' sneakers, like, I buy my kids sneakers so they're not too little, they're not too big, but they should get them through a year.
I was gonna say their feet grow, so I guess throughout the year you'd have to figure out what their size is anyway. You're not just gonna. And
I would imagine like most sneakerheads that do buy Nike and all that stuff, their kids usually have around 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs. Like, it's just one of those things that you do. Like, Cortez has 2 or 3 pairs that are still too big for him now. Like, he hasn't worn yet. He got for his birthday, Christmas, and stuff like that. He has Kyrie's he wears. He has Cortez he wears right now. I don't understand and see the value in it. I don't think anybody's gonna jump on this. This might be like I don't want to say a class thing, but I can't imagine paying $20 a month, $30, $50 a month, and my kids getting the little Velcro free joints that's at the outlet at the wall. Like, you might be able to find at Ross or Marshalls or somewhere. Like, I don't understand that. If my kids getting Jordan 3s and the Kyrie SpongeBobs and all that, maybe. Like, but I look at it as like, do you get to keep them at all? Do you know?
It doesn't say. From that article, it didn't say.
See, now if
you're saying that they could trade them in, you trade them back in.
I didn't
get that. I thought that was the whole point. You get to trade it in or something.
Yeah. See, like I would think it'd be dope if like I get to keep my 4 per year. Like.
Kids trash their shoes though.
What's it called? What was the
like
Nike subscription adventure kids or something, adventure plan?
Let's see.
I personally don't understand the value in it. Now, if I get to keep all the sneakers, all right, maybe that might be cool. But if it's like, no, to get your next pair, you have to send the pair back, that sucks. All right. Like, I don't like that. But I did show my wife, like I was like, oh, actually, no, I sent it to her. I don't know if she looked at it yet. But I was like, well, let's look at it to see if there's any value in it. So, I don't know. I can't imagine paying for it. I don't know who else would.
Each box will have the child's name on the outside. And it will include an activity guide, stickers, and an additional gift. Like a drawstring backpack.
Nike is targeting time-strapped parents in the suburbs and rural areas who don't live near a shoe store with the program.
Dang, not the hood, though. It said the suburbs and the rural
it says
area.
the 100 shoes will include ones made by Converse.
Oh, man.
The company says that dragging young kids to a store every few months to try on sneakers that they will quickly outgrow can frustrate parents. Which, I mean, that I understand, but if you don't bring your kids to the store and your kid outgrew their shoes, how are you going to know which shoe to... what size to get next, unless you take him to a shoe store and measure his foot. Not everyone has a foot measurer in there.
That's one thing I don't like about press releases and news like that. They should put a human in a video to say, explain the process and understand it. Throwing out this stuff, I don't understand that. Let me tell you something. I ain't paying no monthly bill for Converse, like Chuck Taylor and stuff. Chuck Taylor's for kids are already cheap. I mean, they're like $25, like 20
Go to the outlet.
Yeah, you go to the Converse outlet and get those. So I don't see any value with it. It'll definitely fade away. I doubt anybody's living on the countryside like, fam, I sure wish these Nikes would. I hate driving into the city for these Nikes.
You can upgrade, downgrade, or pause your subscription at any time. So you can do that.
What about canceling? Also, yes.
I mean, I think that's...
It's like you strapped it in forever. Kids in college.
It's like contracts.
No, so it's only 4C to 7Y. There's no sizes outside that.
They said they're gonna explore further. I guess probably see how this do and see.
If you like the shoe, you can keep the pair. If you're ready to replace it, send it back, and the Venture Club will either donate or recycle the return sneaker.
Okay, I mean that's cool.
I
But
can
like,
fit into a 6Y though.
if I keep my pair, do I still get my next pair? That's what I want to know.
I would assume so.
I'm assuming you have to keep
continue
them.
to pay.
Yeah.
Okay, well I better than that. Okay, well that's cool then. I mean, it is what it is. Like
Yeah.
it's something Nike's introducing. We're a sneaker podcast. We talk about it. Like I have really no input on it or thought about it.
Yeah, well, I think we just have to see it kind of happen. Like,
I know.
I don't think we will. I don't get the detail. I don't understand the details on how it would work.
No.
Like even though like we explained it, we were talking about it. Like there's still stuff I don't understand.
I don't either. I don't get it.
A video would help.
Anything else,
A
guys?
video.
$20 per month is 4 pairs per year. Not did you say per year?
She said year.
4 per
Okay.
year. Yeah.
$20 a month.
$20 a month, which comes out to $240, and that's you can get you a pair of 4 Chuck Taylors. They might see.
Okay, so what this is saying basically is you don't have to return it, but you have to wait 90 days if you do the 4 per year. You can order one, then you got to wait 90 days. Then you can order another one, you got to wait 90 days. You order another one. Then
So every 3 months, like it's quarterly.
The
But
kid
if
doesn't
you-
like it. What?
That's real, man.
If it
Well,
doesn't
let me
fit,
get some new
then you gotta send
shoes.
it back. Then
It's
you
on a
gotta get
subscription.
new one.
I'm sure you can send it back if it doesn't fit. I don't know if
Yeah.
you can like wear it and stuff and send it back.
Man, I
Okay,
think
so
they
they
just
got
to resell them.
Air Max 95, Presto Extreme, Converse High Star Unicorns, whatever that is, LD Victory. Those are the first.
Oh, they got the names of the sneakers on there.
The first couple.
Oh, what are unicorns?
Converse, Chuck
Oh,
Taylor.
man, get out of here with that.
Let's see here.
Jordan 1,
Always free shipping, returns, and exchanges.
pine greens,
Shatter backboard.
satins. They got satin black
You would
toes.
sign up just to get it and resell it.
Right, you're fine.
Size 5, Jordan 1, go for like 300.
Fam, do you know how many guys would sign up for that nonsense if like if
Prices
Jordan
will go
1's
down,
in there?
though. You can just
Right.
get whatever. Prices will go down. So 12 pairs per year is you can get one every month.
Floors. We'll see how it
$50
goes.
a month.
$50 a month is a grip. All right, like you better be sending me
Well, yeah,
like
kids
Union
aren't going
ones
to
to
go through
rock.
12 shoes. 4 might not be enough. 6 is probably a good.
Probably a good
6 is,
measure.
yeah.
Right in the middle.
But Cortez is wearing all white Kyrie 5s right now, and I'm surprised how clean they are. Now, he's very OCD about keeping his stuff clean, but I'm like shocked. He plays rough, you know? So I just don't see kids. I don't know kids who beat up sneakers like they do. Like, I go to kids. Oh, so you're a teacher.
Yeah.
So, like, I go to drop off at school. I see kids wearing flip-flops to school. And I'm like, yo, what you doing? I just don't understand why a kid would wear flip-flops to school. To me, I'm thinking about recess and stuff. Like,
Yeah,
It's
we
also
tell
100
them not
degrees
to.
out.
We tell them like closed-toed shoes and stuff, but some people don't listen.
You say
It's
what?
hot outside.
It's also like 112 degrees outside.
Yeah, it's hot
like, every day
outside.
until like November.
Do flip-flops really make a difference? when it comes to like heat.
I think it's more convenience. You know, you're leaving the house.
Right.
Put some shoes on.
I remember ASU, when I was in college, ASU had said no more flip-flops on campus. And I'm talking the girls.
That sounds insane.
Bruh, they were like, it's inhumane. That's what they said. I said, yo, inhumane? Good God. Like, it was like, I mean, they were angry. All of them were wearing Victoria's Secret sweatpants and pajamas. And like, the fact they couldn't wear flip-flops anymore was insane. They quickly got rid of that rule. Especially this one girl. This one girl had the dirtiest feet ever and was doing the most complaint. I was like, no, you need shoes, all right?
You love talking about dirty feet.
Fam, I do not like dirty feet. And we talked about Margot Robbie. Margot Robbie, as far as like celebrity, like, woo, she's up there, fam. Seeing her dirty feet, I was like, eesh. Made me feel weird.
I'm worried. I'm wearing some slides right now.
Fam,
Wait, feet can be clean though.
They can be clean, no, but it do something to me immediately. Like, yo, my wife got to come through. I look at the bottom of her foot and them joints a little dark. Fam, if you don't get in the bathtub, I got a problem, fam.
How dirty were her feet in the movie?
They were black, all right? Stop it. Don't listen to Ricco. They were black, no. They were black. She ran to like they were
not. No, they weren't black.
All right, Ricco. Look on the internet. You look it up. Margot Robbie feet.
You wouldn't let her into the bed though, that she would dirty up the sheets.
Look, man, I'm married, so I have no idea what you're gonna set me up for this. You're not gonna set me up for this. We got anything else we want to talk about before we did our list or anything? I know Anna wants to get going, so I don't want to put a hold on it. Next week, though, New Yorkers coming in town. Soul Searching Podcast is coming in town, so they're gonna be on the podcast.
That's gonna be wild,
huh?
Yeah, that's all you put.
That was everything.
Yeah,
it wasn't much today. It's kind of a slow week. But Soul Searching coming through, which is exciting. Yeah, I'm happy. I like talking to them dudes. New dudes got great energy. We talk about some New York stuff. It's gonna be dope.
All right, we get to talk about soccer the whole episode. I'm looking forward to it.
God.
Oh God! Why don't you start a sports podcast with me though? You want to start a sports podcast? Let's do it.
George can. I don't know why
do this podcast. So
no, I don't want to do it, but I do it.
Exactly. What are you talking about?
You want to do a sports podcast?
But all of your stats are wrong all the time.
Let me tell you something, George. No.
It's fire.
Those are absolutely fire. 577.
Fire.
First of all, my stuff isn't wrong. Okay,
it's incorrect.
My stuff is not incorrect or wrong. I don't provide the stats. See, George says he likes and thinks a sports show where somebody gives a take and then someone corrects them with other stuff is a fire type show.
Oh, but sometimes you say things that are not true at all.
Like what?
Sports.
I can't think
you
of
don't
an
agree
example.
with it. It'd be true though.
Sports. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about Dak Prescott at wanting $40 million a year.
I don't gotta talk about that, though. I don't know what's so funny about it.
Bro, that's hilarious. Dak Prescott?
Yo, what's so funny about it?
$40 million a year?
He's been in the league, what, 3-4 years? Won the Division 3? What are you talking about?
One playoff game.
Wait.
So?
But you want him to get? You think he should?
No, I don't want him to get it. No, of course not.
So then what are you so outraged for?
Oh, no, I'm not mad that he wants it. I don't think he should get it. Only because I don't think he should get it because let me tell you something. Quarterback is going to get the highest.
Move on from him.
No, now you tripping. All right, we've been in a playoff. Fam, we won a playoff game last year. All right, chill. All right.
He's a 4th round pick.
Man, I don't care if he was drafted walking down the side of the road. We won a playoff game with him. All right, period. I don't care. All right. You guys still got Eli Manning. He won 2 Super Bowls. Like, you still hold on to him because he did something good for you.
I'm not a Giants fan. But, I mean, I agree with that, too.
Oh, yeah, you're a Jets fan. Look, let me explain something to you. I don't like it that he wants it is because the quarterback is going to get all the criticism and they get all the praise. So he's going to get all the extra money on the side when it comes down to it. I want to give Amari Cooper money. I want to give
Dak
Elliott
Prescott
money.
does not get all the praise because everyone knows that Dak Prescott would be actual trash without Ezekiel Elliott. That's a 100%. Or that line. That's a 100%.
The quarterback position within itself gets all the praise. Should he be making more money than Wentz? Wentz makes $32 million.
No. What?
Well, you think
Dak Prescott should be making more money than Carson Wentz? They don't make the playoffs without Carson Wentz. Oh my God!
So you're saying the Cowboys
was the MVP that year? Up until he tore his ACL, he was the MVP, dude.
Carson Wentz has never set one foot on the field during a playoff game. Period.
Well, he was injured.
I don't care if he was injured or if his wife was giving birth. I don't care, all right? He's never set foot in a playoff game. He got them to the playoff. If it wasn't for homeboy from U of A, they wouldn't have won the Super Bowl. Facts.
Bro, if it wasn't for Carson Wentz, they don't get there.
Oh, my God. Bro, who knows? We don't know that. So you think we would have got to the playoffs without Dak Prescott?
Yes. That entire team, that entire offense is running the ball, play action, And that line.
Okay.
And the defense.
Zeke was suspended 4 or 6 games last year. We get to the playoffs still?
They went 3-3.
So
he was suspended.
Bruh. I can't believe you're talking. Now you're talking crazy. It's one thing not to like the Cowboys. It's one thing not to like Dak, but you're talking wild crazy now.
I don't hate the Cowboys. I don't hate the Cowboys.
You're talking mad crazy. If you think the Cowboys are getting in the playoffs without Dak, you're out of your mind.
Bruh.
Period. We've been through every single quarterback that God has created, all right? We had everybody, all right? Stop it, all right? Stop. Does he need $40 million? Absolutely not. Does he need $33 million because Wentz makes 32? 100% facts. Do we need to leave enough money on the table to give to Amari Cooper? 1,000% facts.
If Antonio Romo had that line and Ezekiel Elliott and Amari Cooper, they would have won a Super Bowl.
Romo. Call him Antonio Romo. Puerto Rican.
They would have won a Super Bowl. If it was him, that line, Ezekiel Elliott and Amari Cooper, the Cowboys would have won a Super Bowl.
Oh, that's debatable because Tony Romo likes to give the ball away. I love Tony Romo. Tony Romo's one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. To me. But Tony Romo, when he got injured, broke collar, broke spine, broke back, broke head, broke everything. He broke everything, all right? Tony Romo is a phenomenal quarterback. Could we get in the playoffs every year? Absolutely not. Could we go 500 every single year? Absolutely. We get Dak Prescott, young gun, offensive line. We got a running back, all that. Sorry. That's just where the cards fall. I'm sorry that we built a good team around Dak Prescott and he fell in our lap at the right time. Sorry. 4th round, fell in our laps. I bet you everybody else in those rounds before us, wish they had him. I would not look. Let me tell you something. I slandered Dak Prescott over some stuff that he said in the media one time, but Dak Prescott is a good quarterback. If you get the Dallas Cowboys, who historically are nothing but an abomination when it comes to sports teams, if you get the Dallas Cowboys to the freaking playoffs, the two times you lose in the playoffs are the Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Fam, stop it.
Mark Sanchez took the Jets to 2 AFC Championship games.
Mark Sanchez was a better quarterback when he came out the league. When he came out.
Then Dak Prescott? Mark Sanchez was never a better quarterback than Dak Prescott.
If you get the Jets to 2 conference finals, whatever.
The running game.
And you lose to the Patriots, you're a great quarterback.
Offensive line and the defense.
The offensive line ultimately ended his career.
The Patriots.
He ran into his butt.
Twice.
Look, man. I'm going to tell you something. You can have all the point of views. You can have all the... I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're right. But let me tell you something. When you get the Dallas Cowboys in the playoffs and win a playoff game, you might as well be able to build a statue. No. You're 1,000% right. I'm not mad at him asking. I'm mad that he doesn't think about the team as a totality. If I said right now...
No one helped him.
If I said right now... top 5 teams that could win the Super Bowl this year, would Cowboys be in it?
No.
I almost said that to you guys.
Are you for real?
Wait, you think?
Top 5 teams. Out of all the teams in the league right now, you wouldn't put the Cowboys in the top 5 who could possibly win the Super Bowl this year?
No. They would be maybe 10. They'd be like 8 or something.
Wait. Is it a different criteria?
Do you realize how many really... Listen,
Yeah, who are the best teams?
I don't know.
There are a lot of very, very good football teams.
Hey, stop. Is what you're saying different than just saying what's the top 5 teams going into the season? Or is that...
Look, man. Top 5 teams going into the season.
And you think Dallas should
I think Dallas is one of those. Dallas is a top 5 team going into the season. Think about it, George. You know sports. Think about it.
Oh, not even close.
Really? You just told us we have one of the greatest nucleuses. We got a great quarterback. We got a great running back. We got a great line. We got one of the best tight ends of all time came back. We got one of the best wide receivers in the league that you gave us. Facts. So who else besides the Patriots? Give me the list of other teams that you think.
Why is it besides the Patriots?
Because the Patriots are going to be the top 5 going in the Super Bowl, period. In the top 5 going into the league. Period. What's the next team? Chiefs?
The Chiefs, the Rams, the Saints.
The Rams? Are they making the playoffs? Are you crazy?
The Rams aren't making the playoffs.
Who wants to bet? Who wants to bet? Who wants to bet?
Wait, hold on. You might be right, but that doesn't mean you put them behind the Cowboys just because they brought the same roster back.
No.
Are you just saying that because we're not sure what Gurley's going to do?
It don't matter.
Like they could miss the playoffs, but that doesn't mean you'd rank them behind the Cowboys.
Let me tell you something, fam. Cowboys are in the top 5 going into
you
the
can rank
league.
the Eagles.
That's fine.
I mean, I'm sure
I
the
would put the
Eagles are ahead of the
Texans above the
Cowboys.
Cowboys.
I wouldn't put the Texans in the state of Texas near the Cowboys. The
Hello,
Texans,
the Browns.
The Browns, thank you.
You're joking, right?
What? Are you kidding me?
Chargers.
The Chargers.
Chargers, I agree, which I told you wouldn't be shocked if they won the Super Bowl. Browns, stop it. All right, I don't care what they look like on paper. We have no idea yet. Because if the Browns were weak this year, would you be surprised? No, you wouldn't be.
I would be surprised.
George, if the Browns sucked this year, would you be surprised?
Look at everyone they added.
No,
not at all.
Not at all, because the Browns historically suck. So we wouldn't be like, yo, now they suck
It's
more?
not so much that. It's just that the hype train started with a couple position players, and they may not have.
If the Browns got to the
Correct.
Super Bowl,
The hype train,
I'd
I
be
understand.
shocked. Okay, period. Shocked.
I would expect the Browns to go to the Super Bowl more than the Cowboys.
Bro, what's up, Rico? What's up, man?
There's definitely teams
up?
that are on the same tier as your team that easily you can make arguments for.
I would put the Jets on the same tier.
The Colts, okay, relax.
Rico, yo, Rico, what's up, man? You talking mad crazy? Man.
The Colts, the Falcons, the Eagles.
Sam, if you say one more thing
Bears.
about the Falcons, the Bears,
Bears, I
man,
don't know about
what?
the Bears.
The Bears.
Man, if you don't stop,
Bears were
Are you
12-4
kidding me?
last
Thank
year.
you.
man, the Cowboys were 13-3 one year. I don't care.
That's fine.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
when it went into the next year, they were rated
Yeah,
highly, more
yeah.
than likely. It doesn't mean that they fell. I'm not saying these teams can't fall apart. I'm just saying rating the Cowboys in the top 5 is not the way you go into a season when there are other teams with
Who's
better
on
rosters.
Seattle? Do they have
that doesn't mean they can't. Seattle's another one
always
that was
in
the
it.
same
Yep.
tier as Dallas. That doesn't mean Dallas won't finish ahead of them. It just means you wouldn't rate it that way.
Again, we don't know what's going to happen this season.
Like, you're getting
the
upset.
Cowboys could come out and win
You're
14
getting upset because
games.
you think they're gonna win the Super Bowl.
Wrong.
But we're not talking about that. We're just talking about what rosters are better.
This is the year that I say
You can make an argument the Panthers are on the same
Man, if
level.
you
as
don't
Dallas.
stop talking about the
Correct.
Panthers,
Oh,
man, if y'all don't cut it out, we don't know Cam Newton can throw a football anymore. Only thing Cam Newton can do is lift his shoulder to put a hat on his head. That's it. He can't do nothing else. He only wears top hats. All right, he don't do nothing but no football. Fam, yo. Cowboys better be number 5 on y'all
not
list,
throwing
fam.
the ball
No,
in-
fam.
in
Don't make
training
me
camp. What do
me
you mean
scratch
we
out
don't
this
know?
school
just
list,
them
though.
at number 5.
Because you mad been disrespectful, fam.
Steelers?
To who?
You sit there and gave me
Steelers?
you
No.
gave
the Packers. No,
Packers?
The
Man,
Steelers are
don't
going to fall
stop.
off a cliff. The Packers have Aaron Rodgers.
The Packers have a new coach. The Packers,
Vikings?
Aaron Rodgers, fam. What's up, nut?
Steelers?
Stop it. Yo. Stop it, yo. Stop it. Don't do it. No,
I wonder
don't
what
do it.
the Cardinals will do this year.
I don't know
Stop
why.
it.
I don't know why
Yeah.
you're so confident in this. That's what I'm trying to figure
Kyler.
out. Like,
The homie.
Yo.
Healthy David
Yo.
Johnson.
Let me explain something to you. No. I don't care what you're talking about right now. No. I don't care if you gotta put. They're gonna be number
bless
1.
you.
They're gonna be number 1. They ain't gotta be 2. They ain't gotta be 3. But Cowboys they better be 5 on your list. Though. I'm sorry.
I
No.
just named like 10 teams that I would have.
Why?
Don't do it. No. Don't do that. No. Don't
I
do that.
like Zeke, but
What are you?
He gave me every reason why the team is awesome. But
Your running
that's
back
awesome.
is threatening to sit out the entire season, and you want me to put your team 5th?
The
Please,
Ravens.
he ain't doing nothing. He ain't sitting out.
no.
The Ravens, I don't know. Maybe
The Ravens. Yeah,
but they're not better than the Cowboys.
they're pretty. They're on the same tier as the Cowboys.
Look, man, there's a tier and then there's a tier.
The mid-tier team.
Cowboys are not on that tier yet.
TierMaker.com,
You got a
the
tier.
Cowboys are a B.
Yes, I got tiers. Look, man.
Oh my God.
Look. Just look. Cowboys have every single element that is prepared to go for the Super Bowl this year. These are facts. Am I saying other teams don't have those elements? No, I'm not. Is Dak Prescott, let's go back to the original morning. Is Dak Prescott more deserving of more money than Carson Wentz?
No. He's not.
Rico,
Gregory. I understand you're a Cowboys fan.
Yeah,
I,
no, no,
I
no.
get it.
I think Carson Wentz is whack.
Here's
No,
the
he's
thing.
not whack. He's a great player, but
Here's
he's
the
not.
thing.
He's done nothing to deserve.
When you're signing guys to new contracts, you can't look at it deserving. You got to look at it for the future. Because you're not paying them for what they did already. You're paying them for what
what
you
they're
hope
gonna
they
do.
do in the future. So who would I pay more, as you're asking me? I would pay Carson Wentz more because I think he's better.
But why? Because his resume is injuries. His resume isn't greatness.
He was an
are you talking
MVP
about?
candidate. When has Dak Prescott ever been an MVP
He's
candidate?
been a great player in the league. Dak Prescott started playing well after they got Amari. He didn't play well before Amari got there.
Look, man, we're talking about the future here. Just like you said,
And y'all brought Jason Witten back for what? Hold the water bottles?
Jason Witten looks faster than he did when he was playing. He looks phenomenal out there. If you haven't been watching video from Oxnard,
How
you
old
sleeping.
is he now?
You sleeping if you
Are
ain't
you
watching
really
video from
telling me
Oxnard.
album?
Are you
Oxnard?
really telling
He's
me
got to be like
training camp video?
Fam,
38.
If you
He
watch
was
the
good in
video, he
training
can run the
camp.
40. No, he can run the 40 at least a good 4.4 now. Though.
Are you
He's fired.
telling me
He's
about
speeding.
training camp
4.6.
video?
He 4.8, 5.1. He can run it now, fam. He's fast now.
5'1"?
Fam, no, he's fast now.
Fast?
He's old. Fam, don't do this. Fam. Don't do this to me. See, that's why we do a sports podcast. Because y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. No, y'all been mad disrespectful to the Dallas Cowboys. Any other year, I would let it ride. Last year, all right. The year before, all right. Other years, 10, 15 years prep, cool. This year, you wilding out, though. You been mad disrespectful, though. You gotta hurt my feelings, low key, though. My feelings are low key hurt, though. The Dallas Cowboys don't even do that, though. Don't even do that. Though.
Wait, are we not going to talk about Antonio Brown at all? The helmet,
He's a freak.
the foot thing.
He's a freak.
The
Okay, hold on.
frozen.
Dang, we got a long lists.
Oh, Raiders.
We should talk about it, but hold on a second. I'm gonna go in the divisions. Patriots. That's 1.
Obviously.
Steelers, to me, is 2. You can put them. You can take them out if you want.
See.
Potentially, the Colts are better than the Cowboys.
Yes.
KC definitely is better.
Yes.
The Chargers definitely are better.
Yes.
You said the Colts?
They're not.
Man,
Yes.
if you don't stop.
The Colts.
Andrew Luck is made out of wishes and hopes and
We'll see what
dreams.
he can
He
do.
makes tons
Andrew
of
Luck
money.
and T.Y. Hilton.
What else you got, bro?
Okay, so that's at least 3 teams that are better. Patriots, Chargers, Chiefs. We guaranteed better.
Chiefs, no. What, based on last year? I don't know yet. That could have been just a fluke. I don't know yet. They lost a key player.
They did lose.
Like, we don't know. We don't know yet. They could.
Who key player?
The running back.
They played 6
Kareem
games
Hunt?
without him last year.
Yeah.
Fam. I'm not ready to do that yet to the Chiefs.
He was already out.
If the Chiefs didn't make the playoffs this year, would you be shocked?
Yes.
Well, stop it. 1 year, put them, got you like
Didn't
that.
make the playoffs. Have you seen how weak the AFC like
The AFC
teams
West.
compete?
That's
No, I'm not
them and the
talking-
Chargers.
I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about teams that are competing. Like if the
Oh,
Chargers
yeah,
win the division, I wouldn't be surprised by that. But you're saying they're not even going to be a wild card. Look at the rest of the teams in the AFC. It's
We don't know.
garbage.
We don't
I do
know.
love Travis Kelce.
Oh, we know.
Travis Kelce's great.
You love
Yeah.
everybody.
Oh, we know.
You like
New Orleans.
Every time we see
definitely
somebody,
better.
you're like, oh, I like him too. Girls like everybody.
New Orleans definitely better. Rams definitely better. That's 5 teams that are better.
Rams are not better than the Cowboys.
What?
Super Bowl. They have the same coach. They have the same quarterback.
my
They have the
God.
same running back, and they have
Cool.
the same receivers.
Cool,
And the
cool,
same defensive player of the year in the NFL.
Cool.
So it's the same.
Who's a
roster.
generational talent.
It might sound cool, man.
But okay, so why aren't they better? If they-
Aaron
Yeah.
Donald, who is a generational talent.
Yeah, they
Look.
went to the Super Bowl. What?
Look, man, they
What
went to
do
the
you
Super Bowl and
want?
scored 3 points. Okay, with
What
all
does
the
that
greatest
got to do
things.
with being better than
Fam,
Dallas?
they got there on an accident. They're not. They shouldn't have got to the Super Bowl.
Accident.
Yeah, you're
Well,
right. New Orleans should have been.
Should have been there.
Also,
But
have been there.
both those teams were way better than the Cowboys.
Yes.
Not last year. I don't think the Rams were better than the Cowboys last year. Sorry, I don't. Not that they beat them, but I don't believe it. No. I just don't believe it. I don't care. I don't care what you say.
What?
Bruh.
What?
Can we do our list?
y'all didn't get past the Seahawks, so I mean, we'll never know.
We watched the Seahawks, fam. What you talking about?
What are you talking
We put the Seahawks out. We lost to the Rams.
Oh, but the Rams were better than the Cowboys.
You only get one chance to win or lose, fam. It's not an NBA series.
Dak Prescott can't get it done.
All right, George. Comments on your guy.
What guy?
Your favorite Raider.
And your favorite Raider. Yeah, right.
Helmet Lang.
One of the things that bothers me more about sports than anything is when some new player goes to a team and people run out immediately and buy a jersey. There were so many Antonio Brown jerseys at their preseason game. If it's a first-round pick and you know he's going to be there at least 4 or 5 years, totally get it. This could be Antonio Brown's only season as a Raider, and you want to own an Antonio Brown jersey.
I had a LaDainian
Why?
Tomlinson Jets jersey. I didn't regret that at all.
You should
You
have.
should.
What do you mean? AFC champion, 2
Is
AFC
it on?
championship games. Yeah, it's on.
First of all, look, bruh, you should just regret owning a Jets jersey if it's not Joe Namath. Okay,
Bro,
that's one.
Okay, do we
It's
want to
fine
talk about
buy
Joe
Darnold.
Namath?
It's fine to buy Darnold.
Joe Namath
As
sucks.
a Jets fan, do we
Or-
want to talk about Joe Namath? Joe Namath sucks.
It's
wasn't
I
that
hate
good.
Joe Namath.
Hold on.
right.
It's fine to buy Darnold or who'd you guys just pick in the first round?
Jamal Adams? Oh, Quentin Williams.
Yes, thank you.
Brandon Marshall. Fam,
Santana Moss.
So
love Santana Moss.
Lavernius Coles. Come on. Thank you.
why? Well, he likes
Wayne
throwback
Corbett.
jerseys, though. What? I mean, why?
Curtis Martin.
Why? Yes,
So
he's
guttural,
like
huh?
going in the Hall of Fame as a Patriot.
Aaron Glenn.
Congratulations.
Jim Leonard.
Oh my God.
Fam.
Leonhard.
Yo, low key, fam. Like, blood pressure high, B.
I'd buy a grip of Jets, but I understand what you're saying.
Angry.
Like, you don't
I'm
know
not
how
angry,
long.
dude. I'm shocked. Like, I'm shocked.
I just named 5 teams that are better by
Bro,
far.
leave me
like
alone,
the rosters aren't even close.
Wait, so to get back to your point, did you buy a Randy Moss jersey?
I don't buy jerseys.
I don't believe in
don't buy
buying
any
jerseys of
jerseys.
current players.
I don't believe in
ever.
jerseys.
Huh.
I only believe in throwbacks because
I don't believe in jerseys, but
they
when
get
I
hurt.
see people wearing something of a guy who like might be there a season and is already talking about now, granted, the retirement thing probably didn't even come from him. It probably came from somebody else trying to put a story out to like
Probably.
make it sound better. But it's already like the fact that we're even talking about it right now just tells you how dumb it is to buy a jersey of a guy who shows up to a team when he's 31, despite the fact that he still may be the best receiver in the league, because he may be.
Showed up in a hot air balloon.
Yeah, but I mean, should have been a helicopter last year.
Dramatic television. I don't know.
Yeah.
Somebody
Are you?
should've shot it.
If your question is asking me, am I like angry about what's happened? No, because like I didn't have super high expectations. Anyways, do I want him to play for my team? Absolutely, because if I think he's focused and playing, I think he's still going to be one of the top 2, 3, 4 receivers in the league.
Absolutely.
Which makes the team better. But if he doesn't play, I mean,
You know, who hasn't had
they
a
gave
crazy.
up a 3rd round pick. Like
Yeah.
that's what makes it so much better than like the Martavis Bryant thing. They gave up a 3rd round pick for Martavis Bryant, and then 1
cut
year
him.
later, and then 1 year later they get Antonio Brown, who might be the best receiver in the league for a 3rd round pick. What are we doing here?
He about to lose his feet. All right.
You know, who hasn't had a
His
crazy
feet are already repaired.
off-season storyline is Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon Bell, man, Le'Veon Bell's too busy worried about who's talking junk about him being a rapper and stuff. Every time I look on social media, he's like angry at somebody saying he's a trash rapper and all he cares about is music. All he does is make a
years
mixtape.
ago.
That was last year. Them trash
Everything on his
mixtapes.
Instagram is about
Uh,
the Jets. He's about his squad. He's
Look,
about
man.
working hard. Huh?
I completely understand where you're coming from.
Squid odd.
I'm get it, you know. I'm being mad at you because I do think the Jets are a lot better than people think they are. I do.
I think so
You
too.
can't say that and then say you think Darnold's trash in the same sentence.
I have never said Darnold is
just a
trash.
second ago, you
No, I
just
didn't.
like-
Never. No, I didn't say that. I didn't say Darnold was trash.
I said
Never.
something about a Darnold jersey, and you were like,
Oh no, I said that about something else. I don't know. Maybe I went Pennington.
Oh, Chad Pennington. He was the greatest quarterback in Jets history. I'm not.
Chad Pennington is the greatest quarterback.
wettest noodle arm in
Now
NFL
he did.
history.
noodle
Now, he didn't win any
arm?
Super Bowls, but Chad Pennington is probably the best quarterback that's ever set foot in Jets Stadium.
Facts.
Joe Namath won Super Bowl, so a Super Bowl. I think I get
Ken
it.
O'Brien is better than you should know your team's history.
Oh, Ken O'Brien.
Yes, Ken O'Brien. is better
Oh
than
my
Pennington,
God.
All right, man.
by far.
Ken,
and
you-
so is Namath.
Joe Namath was not that good.
Joe Namath threw 50 more interceptions.
Joe
than
Namath was
touchdowns,
just
huh?
cool, like, and he won a Super Bowl.
Joe Namath, he kind
Joe
of
Namath-
started the
Joe
whole
Namath
athletes
was-
being superstars thing.
Joe
That's
Namath,
what I'll give Joe Namath for.
was Manning, Eli Manning before Eli Manning. Though.
Thank you. I was just about to ask that question. Eli Manning's a Hall of Famer, right?
Facts.
Yeah.
Boom. There you go.
What's that
See,
supposed to mean?
but him, it's facts. For me, it's like, yeah.
He won 2 Super Bowls with the Giants. So
Is
mean,
Chad
yeah.
Pennington a Hall of Famer?
absolutely not. He's never won a Super Bowl.
Thank you. That's the point I'm making.
If Chad Pennington won 2 Super Bowls, he would be.
But he didn't because he sucks.
So why does he in the Hall of Fame?
Suck, dude.
He doesn't
That's
suck
insane.
though.
He didn't suck.
Chad Pennington doesn't suck. Though.
Listen, he
doesn't
once
suck.
held the record for highest completion percentage in a
suck.
season and highest passer rating in a season.
I mean,
like,
he
Chad
only
Pennington was
throws.
very
He only
good.
throws.
huh?
He only throws between 1 and 4 yards passes. So
Yeah, like, what you?
That's not wild, though.
What
Look,
season
man.
was that?
that was
Two.
that was 2000.
Yeah,
Chill out.
I
Are you all right?
know.
Bless you. Huh?
Allergies wild though. I feel good.
2004.
There is no way
Yeah.
that's true.
That's.
Ooh,
It,
bless you.
Yes,
I think it's
true.
true.
Look at his
It's true.
Wikipedia.
One year.
At one point, he had.
Wikipedia.
Oh, you
Yes,
can't look at
at
something
one
that
point-
other humans can edit. You gotta look at like a real thing. Anything. He might
Football
have.
NFL reference.
He might have edited that in Wikipedia. All right, let's do our list real quick because Anna gotta go. She has to get home. You guys ready to do your list real quick? See, we
Yes.
didn't sports podcast.
Oh,
Enough.
Damn.
You gotta get it together.
As much as you sneeze, George, please.
you need to like take something for that.
Yeah, but I don't. You're
Shit.
sneezing and like actual snot coming out, and you're like,
My man's
I
spreading the
sneeze, I
germs.
just sneeze.
Who has honorable mentions?
I hope it's just allergies. I don't want to get sick. We're all stuck in this
I
room
think
with
it's
you.
just allergies.
I don't got any honorable mentions. All right.
Oh, I do.
Chad Pennington had one season where his yards per attempt was above
Look
6.
what you did. Now he's gonna be
Counts.
so
All right.
nervous.
It count. Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Counts. All Dak Prescott throws is 10-yard outs.
Sorry.
Damn, what's up, though? Nobody asked you that, though.
I did.
Nobody asked
Sorry.
you that, though.
Through his 3 first years in the league, which weren't even full seasons, he was above 7. But
See?
still, he's trash.
He's not trash.
He had 1 year over.
He was serviceable. Comeback player of the year.
He had 1 year where his rating was over 100. What didn't you say? He had a record.
Yeah, and for that season, he was like 101 something, 101 point something.
104. Steve, what's his name? What's the left-hand man's name?
Well, now everyone and their mom's done it, but then
that is not an NFL record. 104.2 for a season. Are you smoking rocks,
bruh?
Hey, man, look.
You're making people really mad.
Fam.
We did a sports podcast, so
I mean, people are really mad out there. I don't care.
let's do our list real quick.
Sneaker podcast.
We ain't got much time here. We got another podcast coming in, and Anna needs to go home.
We'll come back to the sports disc later.
Okay,
Chad
stop
Pennington.
talking about Chad Pennington as he's like whack.
I have
all right?
honorable mentions. You have honorable mentions?
I have 0.
I
okay?
have honorable mentions. I mean, white Air Force Ones, black Air Force Ones at Tim's because we talked about that before, and Payless Shacks.
All right.
Dang, you know, you have all black Air Force Ones. You're a criminal. Huh?
Yes,
Stealing
good guy in the
Payless
day,
Shacks, man.
Bad at night. Payless Shacks. George, you got any honorable mentions?
Say good in the day and bad at night.
Anna didn't make a list for us
I
today.
didn't. Were Shacks at Payless? I thought they were like Kmart.
Shacks
They
are
were
at
at
Payless.
Elijah
Originally, he
Walker
signed
came
with Reebok, and then once he left Reebok, he started making Payless and Walmart shoes. Here, let me tell you what honorable mentions were. They are Rod Lavers. Adidas Rod Lavers.
Perforated
And
rod labor.
Bricks.
People may not... yes, they're
Actual brick. One of the heaviest shoes of all time.
bricks, yes.
They weigh about
And
17 pounds.
You probably have to be like a California guy to know what these are. And I did wear the original ones too, and I don't even remember what they're called. What's the original case was called? Just original case was?
Classics, I think.
Classic
Something
case,
like
yeah.
that.
The Lozon was the one that I liked. You guys might not even know what that model is, but that
Are you talking about the one that had like the ridges on the bottom and it was kind of like a thicker shoe, like a dash shoe?
Nah.
What would we consider dash shoe? Okay.
It looks like a classic, but it's like wider, a little bit wider bottom.
I don't know what those ones are. I can't see. I can't
Probably
picture
looking
it.
up.
Oh, I also have mellow 5.5s.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about.
That's it.
That's all you got?
I'm sure it could have came up with more
I
stuff.
have no honorable mentions. Rico, you want to go first? You want me to go first?
Is he
you can go
looking at a
first.
picture of it?
Let me go first.
The Lozon.
I mean,
Number
I'll
10.
pull it
Oh,
up.
I know what you're talking about. They had the stripes in the back, I think, and they were like some white and gold ones.
Chill out,
Lozon
man.
3.
Let me see.
Definitely not the 3.
Oh, yeah, no. No, he had
Definitely
the
not
ones.
those, but yeah.
The 2s. All right, my number 10.
All right.
Top 10 sneakers that we rocked in school or wore first day or anything we remember wearing back in school back in the day. All right, number 10. I got number 10, Sean Kemp Kamikaze 2s with the zigzags on the front.
Nope.
7th grade. Fire.
Don't know. Those are fire.
Nope.
This is back in the day when you watched basketball and saw what was getting ready to come out. There was no internet. There was no sneaker blogs. You watched the basketball game. You said, yo, what is them joints on the court? One of the most standout sneakers of all time on the basketball court.
Nope.
Facts.
Nope.
Please. Number 9, Answers. The first Answers. I had bought.
This is the Lozon right here. This
Yeah,
is just like...
Yeah,
I
that's
know
what
what
it
that is. I didn't know
is.
they called those on.
To me, it was a better version of the classic.
like a Shoto.
This is your typical all-white shoe
Like a Stan Smith.
to wear, yes.
Number 9, the Answer ones. I had the black pair and the white pair. This pair was like solidified me in high school. I was like, yo, this cat really got his sneakers. This is back when sneakers came out with 1, 2, maybe 3 colorways. I had both. I had the black and gold and the white and reds. I remember I was dating this girl, Anita, man. I didn't like her that much, but she was the homie, you know. But like, she broke up with me. I was wearing them. I had the whole fit on. Anyways, I remember she told my friend, she said, yo, tell Greg to come outside and hang out with me. If he don't hang out with me, we broke up. I said, well, guess we broke up.
Dang.
I was wearing Iverson sweatsuit and Iverson Answer ones.
Sneaker
These are true
memories.
stories. I got stories for my stuff.
That should be a top 10. That'd
Number
be a fire
8,
top
number
10.
8, Nike Air Barrage, 7th grade. This is Marshall Faulk. Marshall Faulk was lit, all right. Had the Air Barrages running on the turf, the greatest show on turf. I remember wearing these in Pittsburgh, California. Somebody was chasing me. Fam, cut the corner so quick they didn't catch me, B. This was in the hood. Facts.
I was gonna say, dang, Pittsburgh.
Number Pittsburgh, California. Number 7,
Oh, I know.
Airworm Rodmans. All right. Let me tell you why this is one of the most fire things of all time. 7th grade. Tommy Lee, the homie, Tommy Lee Wolf, one of my best friends back then. He wore them back. Had never seen the shoe. There was no ad, no commercial. Rodman wasn't even wearing them yet in games yet. He was wearing something else. Tommy Lee came back to school rocking them joints. Fam, I lost my mind, all right? Tommy Lee thought he was the man back then, fam. I couldn't have it. Had my mom, I said, yo, we got to find these now. Couldn't find them anywhere. Found 2 colorways in them. The black, white, red, the black and silver. Copped both of them. Came back, stunned on Tommy. Come to find out, they were Tommy's sister's shoes, and he had took them out of her closet and worn them, was studying at school with him. So I killed him. Only one in 7th grade with him at Park Elementary. At middle school. Facts. Number 6, Junior Seau Air Missions. 6th grade, all right? Got it to the first time I ever got punched in the face. Melvin Hackett punched me in the face. I was wearing the canvas version of Air Missions. I was watching somebody else fight, And then he grabbed me. He said, let him go. Let them fight. I said, man, get your hands off me. Sucker punched me. Ow! Right in the face. Kicked him in the stomach. Won the fight. True story. That's my bottom 5.
You sure you didn't add that last part?
Oh, no. Facts. I jump kicked him in the stomach, and everybody goes, Greg knows karate. I didn't know karate. I don't even know why I jump kicked him. When I think about it, I get embarrassed. It's
Watching
corny.
wrestling, probably.
I jump kicked him in the air like fluke. Kicked him in the stomach. Everybody goes like this. Oh, my God, Greg knows karate. Marvin. I said, you know what, I'm done with this. He picked up his denim jacket. He jumped the fence and went home. He lived right behind the school. True story, huh? That's a true story. What you got, number 10? That's my bottom 5.
Number 10, 7th grade, Reebok G Unit. I had them.
G Unit.
Beg for Mercy. I listened to Beg for Mercy the other day. It's an actual classic.
Here's a classic.
Number 9, Jordan 5, Wolf Gray. That's for my second year at MCC. Probably the first shoe that I bought when I moved here.
The only cool gray Jordan that matters. And cool game 12s.
Okay.
They're Flint gray.
The 4s are.
Oh, no, those suck.
And the 3s. Stop it. I like all cool gray shoes. Number 8. Now, okay, I looked far and wide for this shoe. I want to say it's the And One Tai Chi. It was not the And One Tai Chi. It was a different And One sneaker, but I cannot for the life of me find it. That was 6th grade.
The slip-on ones?
No.
Oh, okay.
They
I know
were
what Tai Chis are.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
okay. Tai Chis are fire.
I think it wasn't the Tai Chi. I think it was a different model, but I could not. I looked for it all day. I could not find it.
Well, I'll put a question mark on the screen.
Thank you.
Put a Tai Chi with a question mark.
Yeah, there it is. Number 7, the Puma R698 OG for my first year at ASU. I wore them.
Don't know what that one looks like.
It's fire. It's got like pink in the back, pink speckle in the back. They're fire. And number 6, Air Force One Camo for my freshman year in high school.
Okay. Camo
Fire.
swoosh or the shoe was camo?
It was camo swoosh.
I know which one you're talking about.
And the mudguard was camo too.
I know which one you're talking about.
Fire.
They had like 2 colorways in that and camos, I think. There was like a desert camo and a forest one, I think. I know what you're talking about.
I had no idea how to dress whatsoever. I used to go to school with 2 shirts. Like one was green and one was black, and I thought it was stunning on everybody. And camo shorts, I thought it was stunning on everybody. I had no idea what I was doing.
That was
whatsoever.
back then, though. That was stunning. You wore one shirt bigger than your top shirt.
Yeah,
and you layered it.
That's
Layered.
right.
That was the original layers.
Yeah,
Right.
100% humidity. Queens. I went to high school in Queens.
Oh, God,
my freshman year, I went to high school in Queens. Then I went to high school in Brooklyn. My sophomore through
Dang.
senior year. Greg,
Who was out there?
How in the world you guys remember like middle school and stuff is beyond me, you know?
You don't remember middle school?
I mean, I remember certain things. I don't remember like shoes and outfits and stuff.
Man, come on, George.
I just wore Converse all
Memories,
throughout
too.
George knows
There it is.
someone's
That's in
batting
his top
average
10.
from
I had like
1977.
multicolored ones. I was so
That's different,
dorky.
yes. But
I had
what's
a
Joe
yellow
Carter
one,
batting
'cause
average in
I
the
had a
World
yellow
Series?
top. I had a Sex Pistols t-shirt. Yeah, fire.
No. I had like red, white, and blue. I don't know what I was doing.
George, what's your number 10?
Grant Hill 2, white with the blue outline, or however you want to describe it.
The patent leather blue outline?
Okay.
Oh, was it patent
It
leather?
was patent leather back then. The
Yeah.
original
Blue
patent
was
leather.
patent leather, not the white.
Yeah. The white was leather, but the blue line around
Yeah.
it was patent leather. Yeah.
Number 9, Jordan 14 Low Columbia. Number
Number
8, Jordan 14 Black Toe, just like the white with
You
the
see how
black toe.
mad? You see this? I like this list dude, because you hate 14s, dude. But look
No, I
at
don't
you,
hate
man.
14s. I mean, I just don't. I'm not going to spend 180 or 190 on them in 2019. I don't hate them. I like
Okay.
14s.
So are these all shoes from high school? Because you can't remember past that.
Exactly.
I was gonna say because I was like
Jordans,
Carolina Lowe's. I'm like, that must have been college, first year of college or something.
97.
No, but Grant Hills. When
senior
did those
year.
come out?
Grant Hill, Georgia was
96,
definitely high
I
school.
I think 96 or 95.
Okay.
Tupac was still alive. Let's put it that way.
R.I.P.
You could put a R.I.P. and some liquor pouring out on the screen.
Yes.
What did I say? 14 Black Toes for 8. Number 7, Jordan 11 Columbias. I know you hate them now. They're fire.
Oh yeah, they're fire,
yeah,
of
they're
course.
fire.
Like super fire.
Number 6, Air Max BW Persian Violets.
Ooh,
Good one.
I haven't been home. Fire.
Love them. Classics. My turn. That's number 6.
Six?
Number 5. Jordan 13 Gray Toe and Jordan 13 Neutral Gray. They came out the exact same day. Let me tell you why these are special. All right, I got my first speeding ticket. I convinced.
Why
I
you
don't.
got a story for every
Let me
shoe?
tell you, fam. I got a speeding ticket. My first speeding ticket. I convinced the entire class and the teacher that I had my girlfriend that was pregnant, she's about to deliver, if they would let me out of the driving class and let me take it another day to go pick these shoes up. 100% facts. I'm in driver class. I had the classroom telling the teacher, let him out, come on. I was like, yo, she's about to give birth. I'm super nervous. True story. Went to foot action, caught both pairs, wore them junior year at ASU, stunned on them.
The neutral gray was the gray with the
the baby blue on the bottom.
I wanted those. See,
True story. I had a man in a wheelchair who had handles. He got a speeding ticket with the handles in his Mustang. He was in there like, yo, let the teacher go. He was like, let Greg go. Congratulations, Greg. I ran out the room acting like my girlfriend was about to give birth. Went to foot action Fiesta
Were they like,
Mall.
where's the baby at?
I never saw him again because they had to finish that class. I had to sign up for a later class. She was like, you know what? Look, you better sign up for another class. And you better call me after this. Yeah. Now, she did ask me, was everything okay? I said, oh, yeah, man, it was good, man. You know, I was like super nervous as a young dad, but, you know, it was what it is.
I wanted those so bad when I was in like 8th grade. Oh,
that's
wanted
why
them so bad.
When I told my wife about the sneakers and stuff like that, I have a real problem. This isn't new, all right? I've done some weird stuff for sneakers, all right? Number 4, Diamond Turf 2s. Now, I had 2 pair of these. I had 1 pair that was way too big for me. We got them in 4th grade, but my friend's mom worked at Nike, so she got us 2 pairs. Had to wait till I could fit them. Moved back to the Bay Area mid-year 6th grade. There's nothing better than breaking the ice, not having friends, going to a new school, than having a dope pair of sneakers. I remember this kid, can't remember his name. They were in sharing circle. I walked in the classroom. Miss Allen said, we're the teacher on earth. Miss Allen said, new student, this is Greg. I had my shirt tucked in. I was fitted, dude. The kid said, he looks cool. His sneakers are cool. It was all good from there, George. It was all good from there. Number 3.
See, Diamond Turf 2 is a shoe I'm going to go on goat.com. /sneak this later and try to find.
Cop them, everything on screen. Go.com/sneak this. Number 3, LeBron James, the first one, Generations. This is winter break, okay? This was one of the only times where I like deliberately cursed, all right? I don't curse, all right? Went to Just for Feet. Went in there. I was buying myself a pair, my now son a pair. They were like little kids, and his cousin a pair. I'm buying 3 pair of them. I camped in front of Just for Feet all night to get a pair of the LeBrons. I was going back to my 2nd year in college to wear these joints. I went up there to get my credit card. Christmas time. Had no idea my card had been frozen because I spent so much money on Christmas. The bank thought it was weird, so they froze my card. Swept the card, said, oh man, it's declined. I said, stop it. Do it again. Ran the card again, declined. Called the bank. I like, fam. And this was the first time cursing. I'm going to curse right now for you guys. What I told him, I said, damn it, you better hold those sneakers, all right? And he said, I'll hold them for 30 minutes. Got in the car, zoomed to Arizona Federal in Tempe. Went up there, they unfroze my account, came back, bought them. Arizona Generations, came back to college from winter break, fam. Stunned on them, George. Stunned on them. Number 2, Air Shakes. Like I said, Air Shakes tied to the side, swoosh, Rodman's. Let me tell you something. This is back in the day, like I said, when you had to watch basketball to see what sneakers came out. Rodman jumping, grabbing rebound, diving on the floor, and all you could see is the swoosh. Nobody knew what the sneaker was. All you could see was the swoosh on top of it. There was no blogs, no release dates, no nothing. The white and blue pair came out first. Nobody wanted the black pair because the black pair wasn't black. When they retroed it this year, it was black. The original black pair was like olive green, rusty because it had the NRC sole on it for street ball. Rough shoe. Came through with those. Fam, 7th grade. Walking. They didn't have 7th grade classrooms. They had trailers for us because we weren't supposed to be there. Fam, when I walked through that gravel bee and cats saw that swoosh coming through, lost it. They lost it, George. Number 1, Zen Gray Jordan Low 11s. One of the rarest Jordan sneakers of all time. First time going to Chicago, me and Willis walking to Nike Town on Michigan Avenue. We walk in, never been before, walk in, go up there, had never seen a Nike Town before. Walk in, the guy said, yo, look at these joints, they came out today. They're only Chicago. I was like, yo, what are those? Low top Zen Gray Jordan Low 11s. The guy said, fam, they've been coming from Detroit. They've been coming from everywhere to cop these pairs. We said, well, do you got 2 pairs left? Do you got any pairs left? Let me see. Typed it up. They came down in the tube. He said, yo, we got a 9.5 and an 11 left. Both our sizes. Last 2 pairs in Chicago. Only store in Chicago had them. Only store to ever sell them. They never came out ever again. They never retro. They never came out in any store ever again. Jordan 11 low Zen Grays. Down the tube. 2 pairs. For my uncle, for me. Copped them. Phone was ringing off the hook in Nike Town. Wore 'em my first year in college. Junior college. PC. I'm at Phoenix College. Rocked them joints. Had a Jordan jersey on. Everybody was like, what are those, fam? White patent leather. All white, Zen Gray, fire. One of the best shoes of colleges of all time. You know? I got stories for you, B. I'm glad you like that, bro. I had you there, though. I had you in Chicago, though. Don't say you weren't there on Michigan Ave with me, George. Don't say you weren't in Michigan Ave with me. You were there with me, B. You was there.
Next.
What you got? You was there with me.
Closed out the show, man. I can't follow that.
Yeah, you was there with me.
Number 5, Nike Dunk High Clippers. Not the SB Dunk. Nike Dunk High Clippers. I have a story about these. So my mom, I was getting my hair cut. Someone had them in the back of the barbershop. I didn't have enough money. I had about half. My mom was like, son, I'll go half. Fine. I had them for... No. I had them.
It's a different one?
Yeah, it's a different one. I'll find them. But I had them for years and absolutely destroyed them. But I loved them.
The blue ones?
Loved them so much. Yes.
Oh, okay.
The blue ones.
These weren't SBs?
But no. That was a regular dunk because of the little baby tongue. But fire. I lost my list. Number 4. Reebok Kamikaze for my first year, second semester at MCC, the retro.
That should be on George's list, too.
These classics come back. They just come back around.
What was it?
Kamikaze.
Kamikaze 2.
Nope.
Shit. Number 3, the Air Jordan 4 white cement. First year, first semester at MCC, 2012. Camping, where did I camp? Superstition Mall. I'm so bad. That's when they used to get Jordans. I don't know if they do anymore.
Superstition Mall. I keep forgetting Superstition Mall exists.
For real.
Man, I forgot about Paradise Valley, too. Paradise Valley's a weird place now.
Paradise Valley's a weird mall.
I forgot about Just for Feet. And then you just said it, and I was like,
Love it.
whoa.
I used to go in there and shoot hoops.
Yeah.
Love it.
Number 2, Bait Asics Gel Light 3 Guardian. My second year at
The
ASU.
purple ones, right? Purple and blue?
Those were like olive camo.
Oh, I know what
and
you're talking
orange.
about. Wait a minute. That came in that pack?
Fire, yeah.
Oh, come on.
I had all those in that pack. What do you mean?
The entire pack was fire, but they were so cheaply made.
They were weird.
Like,
but
I had the entire pack,
I
too.
loved them. I had them for a couple years. I just sold them. Number 1, the first Jordans I ever bought, Air Jordan 2 Low White Maze.
Oh, those suck.
Air Jordan 2.
Knock it off. White
Jordan-
Maze.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Jordan 2 lows don't suck.
Sophomore year of high school, they had the silver on the side, white Maze Jordan wing, the Maze Jordan wing on the tongue. Actual fire.
Those were fire.
Got those for
And that's a colorway that never
$70
retro.
like a few years
Sorry,
ago.
they
That
suck.
never retro.
Jordan 2 lows, very underrated. What you got?
Number
Love Jordan 2 lows.
5, Jordan 11 Low IE, the black and red pair. This is I guess it's
I like
gray
those.
on there too. Number 4, Jordan 12 Playoffs, not taxis. I thought playoffs were better. Number 3, you've heard this shoe a million times, Air Challenge LWP.
Jordan's
Love
favorite
it.
shoe ever.
Needs the retro.
That should be your number 1.
Nah, because number 1 is it was like more special release. Not release. Because
Bless
more-
you.
Thank you.
Number 2, Jordan Team 1. I had the first pair with the white,
Bless you.
Excuse me, sorry.
whatever it is, medial black.
Fire.
lateral.
I'm still upset you didn't buy the retro. I know they were cheaply
the
made,
retro
but you
again,
should have had
probably.
it.
And number 1, because it was the only shoe where I actually couldn't go to sleep and I kept waking up and like putting different outfits with it. Penny 1.
Where was that?
Yes.
Probably junior, senior year. When it come out, 95, 96?
I think that was I was in 8th grade, so you were probably...
I was either a junior or senior. I don't
An adult?
remember.
No, I'm joking.
Dang, what outfits were you putting on?
Dang, George had his
Real.
outfits laid out.
I
Okay.
mean, who knows at that point?
Had the lot
Jeans and
29,
a t-shirt or shorts and a t-shirt or some different t-shirts.
Dang, I'm glad you said that because I never heard you say you laid your outfits out. No,
All right.
I never heard you say that. I know every kid that. I feel like if I asked George, you lay your outfits for your
We used to
sneakers.
get
People
the
wearing
we used to
back
get
then.
the ironing board out, ironing board up, and lay it on the ironing board.
Fam, one time I went to bed in my outfit that I was gonna do, just so I could jump out the bed and put them on. Woke up sweaty than a mug. Didn't care.
Oh.
Couldn't wait. Put my clothes on, had them iron crease. Remember the creases on your sleeve? Crease it right there. Crease it there. Crease down your pants. Jump out of bed.
You wildin'.
I
A
mean,
lot of windbreakers back then.
who for you?
No, like guys would wear.
Oh no, not me though.
I mean, that's when like Tommy Hilfiger,
Yeah,
and
Tommy
Nautica,
Hilfiger, Nautica,
and
yeah.
all that stuff was popular. So yeah, people were wearing boating jackets. I had about 1 million Nautica jackets at one point, and Tommy. I have no idea where they are because if I take them to Was that store in LA?
Round 2.
Yeah, take them to round 2 and make millions.
Yeah.
It's true.
Used to have all
No
that stuff.
idea,
Macy's
yeah.
used to be having some Supreme deal, but that Tommy stuff back then, ooh, it used to be expensive. It'd be like $99
that's
for a
when you,
polo
like,
and stuff.
Switch the tag to like $29.99 on like a $300 jacket.
No comment.
Oh yeah, I had a lot of friends that would like to do that.
I was the Visu's Rockaware jeans.
Oh, God.
He came to the mall with the like
Red
gun
Monkeys.
where that shoots the like plastic tag thing out. Yeah.
George telling stories, man.
Yes.
Look at George. That's a good list. Take me back, man. I got memories. I should have made 20, though.
I still want
I didn't talk
those
about
Nike Dunk
Concords,
Clippers.
though. I was me and Jordan Costin, actual kid named Jordan. He only wore Jordan sneakers. We were the only two with Concords in 7th grade. We got bagged on the entire day because how whack they were to everybody else. So they said we were wearing tap dancing shoes. They said we were boyfriend and girlfriend because we had the same shoes on. We got bagged on all day. Now, the most iconic sneaker of all time.
And you hate it.
You even said got bagged on. Who still says that?
Fam, you get bagged on. I get bagged
Went
on.
back. Just went back in time.
Why? What do they say now?
I don't know.
You're in school now. What do the kids say?
They're 5. They don't say anything.
Oh, they always just say, "I love you." What's your last name?
They don't call me by my last name. They call
Miss
me
Anna.
Miss Anna.
Oh, Miss Anna, we love you. Give me a hug.
Kindergarten.
All 5-year-olds want hugs. They always hug the teacher.
What mall did you go to? Santa Anita or Montebello?
When? Oh, back then? Santa Anita.
Kings Plaza Mall. Shout out Brooklyn.
Santa Anita, Glendale Galleria,
Oh,
Puente
that's kinda
Hills.
Oh, Puente Hills Mall.
Went to Antioch. Went to
everywhere.
Lancaster. Went to everywhere. I don't even know.
West Covina.
Why am I blanking on
that
the
one's
mall
a
in
little bit
Queens?
further though.
Mall
Puente
in
Hills is
Queens.
farther
Yeah.
from you. From
I don't think so.
Oh my God.
Yes, it is. Puente Hills is off the 60.
Embarrassed.
Damn, bro.
West Covina's off the 10.
I don't think it's further. I'm gonna map it right now.
West Covina was in the movie Blue Streak. Any questions? Anything to add? Nothing. We appreciate everybody who watches, listens, subscribes, share. Appreciate Anna being on. Hopefully, if this isn't your last week, or if this is your last
We'll
week,
see.
we'll see. But we definitely appreciate you being on the
Wish
show.
my dog well.
Wish your dog
Absolutely.
well. But we definitely appreciate you being on the show, sitting in on every episode, coming through religiously.
It was fun. I liked it. I was scared. So
You're gonna miss it. You're gonna miss us.
I am. My Wednesdays are now going to be staff meetings. So
Well, you can call in if you want.
That's right.
Anyway, we appreciate you. This happens to be your last
thank you for
week.
having me on.
Always welcome on anytime. And there's a few listeners that's like thrilled now. They're like, yes,
Yeah, now
she's
we can
gone.
party.
But that's the good thing about being on stuff like this. You get to voice your opinions, and it's always fun. Obviously, appreciate Ricco coming through like always. Always welcome through. George, anything else? Nothing. Appreciate
He's
you,
mapping
George.
out the malls right now.
Oh, we haven't talked about your trip. Your trip was
Got
good.
Nothing. Yeah, it was dope.
You cop anything or look at anything? Sneaker shops? Nothing. Family.
I was at a lake and I guess in San Diego. There's probably stuff there, but I didn't even really leave the
Bates in
house.
San Diego.
Oh.
And
Play
Blends
golf?
is there
Played
too.
golf and went to the beach and drank a lot of alcohol. That's about it.
Hell
Play
yeah.
golf good.
Yeah, right. Although I did make a birdie at Torrey Pines, so
You know what's crazy? Every time I ask you if you play good, you always say you play bad. But if I ask you if you're good at golf, you're always like, I'm great at golf. I've been playing since I was a child. I've never heard you say I play good, though. What? This is true. I ask you all the time if you play good, you always say, awful out there. But if I say, George, you good at golf? I'm great at it. I've been playing since I was a child.
no, that's definitely not true. I mean, the part about me playing since I was a child is true, but no.
On a scale from 1 to Charles Barkley, how good is your swing?
Definitely not that bad. No, when I was a kid, I was good. I was good till I was about 10 years old, and then all downhill from there.
Life took over.
Life took over.
Life took over. Yeah, life did take over, actually.
It's all about sneakers after that.
That's right.
Sounds crazy.
It's all about LWPs.
Yes, from that point on. All right, well, I appreciate everybody coming on. That's the sneak. Anyway, last one. Want to give it to us?
All right.
Come on, let's get
That's the sneak diss. Pow, 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 pow.
Yeah.
WB cartoon.